Hi, welcome to another week of the FAQ Podcast. Doing something a little different this week.
What are we doing differently?
Taking calls, James.
Oh,
From you.
Well, maybe
Well,
you.
no, because if they're watching it, they probably didn't call in.
From you.
I will be calling in later into the show.
I just have questions.
Should we go ahead and take a
Let's
question?
take a. Oh yeah, the topic for this week is the awesome Half-Life 3 story we broke.
Awesome, though?
For those who don't know, Lawrence.
Not that awesome.
What happened? What happened?
I mean, it's sad. It's sad. Valve's never making Half-Life 3. If you want the full story, please watch our episode on the No. But here we are to discuss
Not in
it.
the foreseeable future.
They're making it, they're just not completing it.
Okay,
Oh, man.
well, let's take our...
It's not a priority.
Right, answering question.
chill out. Let's take our first call.
Hello. It's working.
Is it?
They weren't
Bad
ready.
idea.
Yeah.
They weren't ready.
This is exactly how I imagined it would be.
I know, that's the point. Hello, are you there?
God!
Oh shit! It's showing on the screen now. Fuck. It wasn't supposed to do
You
that.
can block
He doesn't
that.
know what he's doing.
I don't want to edit anything. And also, it's going live. Like this is live streaming.
Just gotta put it over there.
That kid doesn't know what he's doing.
Good try.
Take another
Okay.
call.
Next
Take
call.
another call.
Hello, you're on.
radio.
Hello, you're on the FAQ
radio.
Podcast.
Uh-oh. Hold on a second.
Make sure the audio device is correct.
We just hung up on that kid.
So
It is,
yeah,
it's wrong.
going out.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's all
Where's it
coming
popping
out.
up over here now?
Yeah, you're on.
Because we're running
Hey.
Hey, can you go ahead and introduce yourself?
My name's Josh.
What's your social security number?
No, don't say
Oh,
that.
sorry. Just need your first name. What's your question, Josh?
So you guys talked about how Valve might want to wait to let the hype for Half-Life 3 die down before they attempt to actually put out the game. But I wanted to point out that when it comes to the shitheads on the internet, a lot I've dealt with these people before, image boards and all that stuff, and it seems to me that a lot of their hate tends to be transient. Is that they're always trying to be mad about something, some game, some new content or whatever. So they're always trying to be mad about something, and that's always going to be a constant. But eventually, they tire of hating on the same thing. They'll move on to something else. And so I think that eventually, even if Half-Life 3 came out and it wasn't perfect, but it was good, it was a solid game, and the majority of people will like it, and that's what's going to stay. That's going to be it's going to have staying power in the public consciousness.
What's your question,
and people
Josh?
who detract from it are going to eventually move on to something else.
I think
They're
the
gonna
answer
stop
you're
hating on
looking
it
for,
after
Josh,
a
is the
long time.
clitoris.
So I think that that has some weight.
Can Josh hear us? Josh, can you hear
Josh,
me?
you there?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool.
All right, so it sounds like your question is, why not release the game when pretty much people will accept it with a positive, on a positive note? And the answer
the positive
is
note will outweigh the immediate hatred it's probably going to receive.
no. That may not be true. That's kind of what happened with Mass Effect 3. I think that BioWare took it on the chin, and Valve would rather not hurt their perfect, clean image, and instead just be willing to leave it mysterious. Does that make sense?
Yeah. But
Yeah,
you're
got a
one of the
point.
good ones, Josh. You believe in the best in people, much like the rest of us.
You'd be surprised.
Well, take it. Just take the
I've had to
compliment.
deal with some of the
There's too many fucking people on camera.
No, it's perfect.
Anyway, no, I mean, and going back to, we were just reporting on what was given to us. So we can sit here and speculate all day, but at the end of the day, that's what was given to us, and that is from what we trust. That's the news that was given to us.
Try going down on her for once, Josh. She'll thank you. Thanks for calling.
Yeah. Thanks for calling, Josh. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
No problem. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, man. Later. Okay.
All right, next caller.
Next caller.
All right, next call. Hi.
Hello?
Hi.
Hey, all right, you're there.
Hey, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Oh, sorry, what's the live stream behind?
Oh yeah, you gotta turn it down. Turn down your live stream.
No, he's saying he's behind.
I know. I'm aware of what he said.
There's got to be a way to turn
Sorry.
off
Oh, it's
notifications.
off.
I thought I did.
You're calling for the tickets to see Coldplay, right?
All right. So what's your question?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I've got the wrong call.
What's your question?
My question is basically, because you released the video on the No, do you think that Valve will come out and say, we're not releasing Half-Life, or we're just putting some on it and then we'll release it later in the future? And do you think they'll release any news for any other games either?
I see.
I'm not quite sure what the question is. Are you just saying, like, have they basically shut off all communication with their audience?
Yeah, basically they either go, they just go, yeah, we're releasing Half-Life, but it's going to be like 5 years in the future, or they're going to go, we're just, no, we're not going to try it, so we're just going to let it die.
I think it's the latter right there, and you can basically deduce that because that's what they have been doing. Every time anyone asks anyone at Valve about Half-Life, they just kind of shrug and hope that the conversation changes. So the thing is, it's kind of like there's no winning situation there. If they say, you know what, we're not going to make it, everyone would hate them. If they say we might make it someday, everyone's just going to be like, like the best thing they can do is just walk away from it.
See, everyone says that Valve will never make a third game for anything. Do you think they'll come out and say, oh, we're going to not release Half-Life, but we'll release something else?
Well, I guess we should make it clear that we think Left 4 Dead 3 is still coming.
Yeah.
And we think that Portal 3 is still coming.
Yeah.
But it just sounds like Half-Life 3 is pretty much done.
They just call it Half-Life 4. Done.
Yeah.
Just skip it.
You used that joke in the episodes, well, it didn't work before.
Reset the hype.
Anyway, cool. Well, thank you for your call.
Thanks.
Thanks for my question.
Yeah,
Thank
no
you,
problem.
Colin.
Thanks for calling. All right, next up. Hello. Hello, you're on Loveline. Dude,
Hello?
Jamie.
Just hang up.
don't say names.
Sorry, he's going to be real mad.
Don't be sorry. There's no reason to be sorry. At the end of-
Hello.
Hello. Hey, all right, what's going
Go ahead and
on?
introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is Joel. I'm from Sweden.
Hello.
Hi, Joel.
Hello. Okay, so I have another theory about Half-Life 3 current state that doesn't match up with you guys.
Okay. Is this Robaz?
There's more than one guy in
Holy crap! Didn't think you would answer. Okay, so I provided the link to the theory in the chat.
Ooh. Oh, wow.
You can read it, but I can sum it up.
I
as
gotcha.
well. So we all know that Ricochet 2 is obviously a code name for Half-Life 3. The reason we know this is because of an interview Gabe Newell had back in 2012. During the interview, Gabe Newell stated that talking about Ricochet 2 for an advantage would drive people even more crazy than just keep silent about it due to the changes the game is going through. He also talked about the giant story arc that is Ricochet 2. This interview is easy to find. Just search for like Ricochet 2 Gabe Newell on YouTube. The same year, /V from 4chan visited Valve to celebrate Gabe Newell's birthday. This event was recorded by one of the visitors, and in the video, Eric Johnson says that Ricochet 2 just started development. This statement is being made just after Gabe Newell answered questions regarding Source 2.
What year was that?
2012.
2012. All right, so what
yeah.
we heard was that the game had been in development at least since 2009.
He's saying Half-Life 3, by the way. Well,
Yeah,
so
but
Okay, well, actually, going back to the beginning of all
it
this.
was episode 3, got converted into Half-Life 3.
But I think they shifted from episodic content, I think in 2010 or something like that. They stated that in the interview.
From my
I can't seem
understanding,
to find-
Ricochet's a joke.
Yeah.
It's the.
Yeah, well,
it's
this is the thing. I have to, end this. Less than a year later, Valve's Jira database was leaked, and a group named Half-Life 3 filled with names of employees.
We saw
was
that,
found.
yeah.
Yeah. Although no group named Ricochet or Ricochet 2 was discovered.
True.
And here's the thing. When the Jira database was leaked once again, the same year in October, there was another group for Half-Life 3 called Half-Life 3 Core. So there's two groups. Mm-hmm. And if I remember correctly, the amount of employees had increased as well. And especially the fact that I think it was Kelly Bailey, the guy who made the soundtracks for Half-Life. I think he rejoined Valve at the time, or some, or earlier. I don't remember really, but I think he rejoined Valve.
Yeah.
And and you could also find the group.
So Joel, what's your actual question? Do you have a question for us?
Yeah, do you guys know that the source that you have is legitimate? Because the things that he brings up is things that the community has already been discussing for years. So it's not something new.
I feel like I can address this to a degree.
Yeah.
You and everyone in the community is obviously very, very invested in Half-Life and all that stuff.
I've been active in the Half-Life community.
Yeah, and you've been following the narrative for a while, filling in the gaps when you can. Can you embrace that from the outside, you're getting little nuggets of information and you're drawing threads of connectivity between those nuggets that may not exist?
Yeah, maybe.
We have a lot of
This is-
faith in our source, and our source
Yeah.
worked at Valve for several years.
Also, just to be clear, Joel, just to be clear, we've had a lot of other sources that were unrelated to this source personally that have just sort of told us over the last few months that that's exactly where Valve's head is at. Things might change, Joel, but for now, that's what it seems like is happening.
Okay, it seems like, that Valve would, just end a development for a game just solely because of, the responses.
They haven't ended it.
Yeah, well, pretty much, 10 developers according
Yeah,
to your sources.
sure.
Much, it's pretty much, it's pretty much dead.
I actually, I understand where Valve's coming from, just kind of based on our work. A lot of people ask us to I am not comparing ourselves to Valve in the exact same way, but there is a weird psychological thing when people demand something from you, you don't want to do it. You always want to do the opposite. And they keep having successes in other arenas, and there's just no reason. And I was kind of half joking, but I'm kind of half serious that if people stop caring about Half-Life,
Move your microphone.
I have this mic right here.
you're talking
I'm talking to him. But it blocks the Skype window. So don't worry about it. Anyway, that's my thought. Anyway, thanks for calling, Joel.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye, Joel. Yeah, move your microphone over there.
Actually,
then I
You
can't see
can
the
still
screen.
hear you, right?
I don't need this
Face
keyboard.
that one.
Valentine contacted us with basically the same message, which was like, "You listen, we in the community have it figured out, and it doesn't jive with your story, so your story's wrong."
Okay.
And I can appreciate that they've been working on they've been investigating this for years, but from the outside.
Yeah, it's like they've been a detective on a case for so long, and they've got it narrowed down. We've got the suspect, we know who it's gonna be, and then some other guy's like, wait, that guy doesn't fit because of this, and then someone else told me this, or I found this other clue.
I think the idea is, unless you're there, you have to minimize the degrees of hearsay between you and whatever the information is. And in that case, it sounds like there's a lot of layers being peeled back. It's a big onion. And who knows? But I am more inclined to trust someone who worked at Valve. Someone who is 1 degree away from the information than someone who saw an interview with a code name, by the way, that isn't actually Half-Life.
And it's not that they're
3.
wrong, but maybe they've just taken the
There's some
clues and
logical
kind of
leaps there
come
that
up
may
with
not
something a
hold
little bit different, or than what maybe the truth is.
But we respect. Let's not play that we're talking down to the Valve community.
No,
It's all coming from a place of passion, and I can understand
No,
that.
of course. You so badly want a thing to be real.
I know.
No, I
You
do
want the
too.
game to come out.
I
you
do
want
too.
Yeah. We're right there with you guys. All right, let's take the next call.
We got some bros.
Hold on.
the fixer.
Go ahead. Go.
What's up, bros?
No, go ahead and finish your conversation.
Wait, I'm on the air?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is crazy. Okay, yeah. So, I was thinking about one thing you guys said is that, in your video about they're not going to make, they're potentially putting hold on the project because of potential fan backlash.
Yep.
And so,
Yeah.
I was thinking that potentially in the future, doesn't that leave them open to, one second, I have you muted by accident.
Oh, that's not good.
It's okay.
Oh yeah, doesn't that leave them open to when they have to make the next CS:GO? Would they put that project on hold just because they're scared there might be fan backlash to that project, or the next Dota, or the next Team Fortress?
Those games are not nearly as hyped as Half-Life 3. And the thing is, it's about meeting expectation, and the expectation for Half-Life 3 is unrealistically large. If they were to make a CS:GO 2, I mean, what would you think would be in there? Some new modes, some new maps, some new guns, and you're good. You'd be like, all right, good job, Valve. You made a new game. There's a new knife. I'm down with that.
Well, also,
They put
cor-
Half-Life 3 story.
I was going to say, well, correct me if I'm wrong. Hidden Path is a separate developer that they basically farmed out to, right? Who made CS:GO?
Yeah, they partnered with them.
So it's not, I mean, Valve partnered with them, whatever. Same with Dota, they hired Ice Frog, who created the original Dota, and he built a team. They've been kind of filtering in talent. Half-Life originally was an internal game. Half-Life 2 was an internal game. Half-Life 3 will most likely be internal, though we all kind of agree that it would be awesome if they just went to Machine Games, the guys who made the latest Wolfenstein, and say, why don't you just make it? Here's the script, figure it out. So who knows, that might happen as well.
All right, yeah, so they could shift the blame to someone else.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's exactly what they would do.
Yeah, but it also reflects poorly on them. Like we you go through the steps in your head and it kind of makes sense because you're afraid of failure. You've done so well for so long, and this thing, it is no matter how well Half-Life does, it's essentially doomed to fail in their eyes.
Doom.
Because then it could kind of be like, is it Take-Two that did Colonial Marine, or like,
that
the guys
was
did Borderlands, Gearbox.
Yeah.
Gearbox, but they like
Gear-
passed it off to whatever that other company that did
that's
Colonial Marine, so they were kind of able to like distance themselves and get, like not get as much negative PR because they took that extra step to get away.
Oh.
Kind of do that.
Thanks for calling, Luke.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks.
Later, man.
Oh boy.
Next call. Hey.
Alright, this is a good
Hello?
one.
Oh, hi.
Hello. Hello, go ahead and introduce
What are
yourself.
you eating?
He's putting a sandwich down.
Oh, sorry, I need some goldfish.
Oh,
Good
cool.
choice.
Ship the wealth. You bringing it up for everybody?
Alright, hi. Again.
Hello. What's your
That's
question?
my question. Alright, I was curious if you think that this case is an outlier of things not being released or not set to be released. Like, do you think there's a correlation between the population of the fan base to a franchise as opposed to the likelihood of release?
I think
Like,
there's a correlation between the investment of the fan base. So with Half-Life, if you look at the series numbers, it sold 9 million. That's good, but it's not like Skyrim numbers. Skyrim and like FIFA, those are everyman games. Half-Life is kind of a core gamers game, and that's good, but it also ends up biting it in the ass because these are the ones who are going to send death threats and doxing attempts and bomb threats to Valve HQ if Half-Life 3, had a jittery mouse when it came out.
I also think to your question about whether or not this situation is unique, I'd say my personal opinion is that it probably is very, very unique.
Yeah.
I don't think there's many other games that have the kind of legacy that Half-Life 3 has, and I don't think there's many other companies that have the freedom to make those decisions to not release it. Like kind of mentioned in the episode, when you don't have a board of directors, you don't have investors telling you how you have to hit your goals year after year, quarter after quarter, you can just kind of do what you want to as long as you have cash. Like, that's how small companies work. Like, they burn through cash because they know they have it, and they don't have to make these like company investment decisions because they know that they can pay for everyone there and hire a couple more people along the way. So I do think Valve is uniquely positioned to make this kind of decision. If this was like about Assassin's Creed 6 or whatever, no, I don't think so. I think they're going to do an Assassin's Creed 6, but
Yeah, because they're more focused. It seems like a lot of those publishers, like the bigger publishers that are public, don't care so much about their PR image as Valve would versus like the money. Because like Half-Life 3 would sell a shit ton no matter what, even if it was a bad quote unquote bad game or not. But Valve doesn't want that kind of negative PR, whereas like EA or like
They already get shit like
Activision, they already get negative stuff
They don't
anyways. They're
care.
like, as long as they're making a shit ton of money, they're not going to care.
Yeah.
If like 10,000 people hate them or whatever.
Does that make sense?
Can I ask a follow-up question then?
Yeah,
Sure.
Do you think that, if there's obviously the companies that are Assassin's Creed, Mass Effect, or Elder Scrolls that are still have a huge audience and are still wildly popular, but you could say Half-Life 2 has a core audience or a cult following.
Yeah.
Do you think other companies, if you say like Warcraft 3 has not had a sequel, obviously there's no Warcraft
World
4.
of Warcraft.
In that direct
I'm just kidding.
franchise,
Right.
do you not think that Blizzard will ever release a Warcraft 4 because it's cult? It's the fan base of that particular franchise.
Well, that's a genre-specific question. RTSs are just not very popular these days.
I was using that as like a filler.
No. That's a perfect example. First-person shooters are kind of on the way out. MOBAs are in, and Valve's doing everything right. Honestly, like there is not much of a demand for a single-player first-person shooter where the protagonist doesn't talk. That's just not a thing. And every time, it seems like every time.
Dude, are you okay back there?
You're like my hype man. Anyway, Valve seems like, we know they are a group of very talented individuals who always try to push tech and entertainment at the same time. And unless Half-Life 3, the first-person shooter with a silent protagonist in it, it just sounds a little too cookie-cutter. I bet they look at it and go, nah, we're better than that. Let's try something a little bit harder. And that's why you're seeing like the VR tech demo for the Aperture Labs. Like that might be the next Portal, where he just plays a scientist.
Yeah.
And you build a portal gun. That could be a cool game.
And I also consider that, I guess your question is like, is it getting to the point where projects are being withheld because the fan base is getting too shitty? That actually just happened. Batman Arkham Knight got withdrawn from the PC community because the uproar was so large. And I'm not saying that it was justified or not. I'm just saying this is starting to happen. Games are starting to not be made because the audience is getting so vicious about it. So I don't know if this is going to continue, but it's certainly happening now, and that's kind of scary, at least to me.
Thank you for the call.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
All right, you too.
Thanks.
Who do we want?
Whatever you want.
Oh my God, so many.
I'm just going in order.
All right.
Hello, you are on the show.
Oh, hi.
Hello. Hi. Hello.
Yeah, a little shocked I got on, to be honest.
What's going on?
Not too much. So I'm Will, by the way.
Hi, Will.
Hello, Will.
My quick question is, what would you do at this point? Because, I mean, at this point, the hype train, I feel like for Half-Life 3 isn't necessarily, like, that big anymore. I feel like it's almost a joke at this point. It doesn't seem that serious anymore. I mean, the only people who are really going for it, as you mentioned, is going to be hardcore gamers at this point. It doesn't really grasp the common audience. So what would your choice be if you were, you're working there right now, you're Gaben. What would you do?
I would cancel. I would announce the game is canceled and then start working on it.
I would pay attention to stuff like this, the reaction to a story like this. It's kind of like if let's say you're an attractive woman. This is gonna pay off eventually. Okay. And there's a guy who's just like crazy into you, and you're like, he's okay, he's kind of funny, but Jesus, he's insane. Like, he's sending me flowers every day. He's coming on too strong. I don't want to deal with that. And then you go back to your high school reunion, and he's just like, hey, what's going on? Like, oh, life's going great for you. And you're like, man, he still looks good. And he seems to have mellowed out a lot.
But my boobs are starting to drop.
Yeah, my tits are starting to drop.
My ovaries are drying up.
I need to have a baby.
Let's give him another shot. Let's get a baby up in this business. So,
are you asking Will for dating advice?
I would
the clitoris, Will.
Yeah. Just stay on the clitoris all day. I would say that, like, if I were Gaben, I would monitor the community's reaction to events like this when there is a moment of transparency, and if they lose their goddamn minds, then I'd be like, they're still not ready. They're still not ready for any amount of disappointment. But if they're like, okay, no problem, I've got other games to play, then I'm like, okay, maybe now this is a good environment to release a game.
It's like at the end of Gremlins when the old man comes back to take the Mogwai back because he wasn't responsible enough.
Just like Gremlins.
So
shouldn't have fed him after midnight.
Half-Life 3 is like the Mogwai. From a business perspective, I think what I would do is I'd do a Kickstarter. Like, oh, we need $10 million to get Half-Life 3 going.
Whatever, yeah.
Whatever.
So do we just need to pour water on it?
Pocket the cash and run.
Yeah.
Adam's been saying it for a long time, but they should just pull a Todd Howard, and Gabe should hold a press conference and walk up and be like, Half-Life 3 is on your computer right now, bye.
Yeah.
And then it's there, and then you can play it.
But but this is a different thing because Todd Howard works for a publicly owned business.
Right. He was forced to make Fallout 4.
Very few companies are the cool indie kids anymore. I think, going back to your question, if I was Gabe Newell, I'd probably be afraid of my own shadow right now because of every time I step outside, 4chan tries to come in for my birthday. Like,
I'd swim in my pool of money.
there's no winning. I mean, really, the best thing you can do is just lock yourself out from the world and just make the stuff you want to make because you own a company that's fucking awesome and makes a lot of money. So, I don't know. I mean, like, realistically, I would cancel Half-Life. I would just say it's done. Stop asking. And then when I feel like it, I'd have a little small team and we'd make it and it'd be the best game ever. But it'd probably not be that good.
Make it a mobile game.
But yeah, you're right with like how many people are just gonna go crazy. The 4chan birthday surprise. I mean, I live right by Bellevue, so I've actually seen people like trying to get into the Valve building. And it's just like, okay, you know what? Like, I mean, I'm a big fan and all that, but that's over the top, guys.
You're watching them from the bushes, like,
no, that's just over the top, guys. Those guys are weird.
The guard shift changes.
Thanks for the call, Will. We
Looking forward to
appreciate
seeing
it.
you guys at PAX, by the way.
Yeah,
we'll be there.
See you then. Thanks for calling, dude.
See you, buddy.
From his nature stand,
See you.
rubbing himself down with nerd pee.
Hello,
Can't
you
smell
are
that.
on the phone.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
How you guys doing?
How are you doing?
We're good.
What's
I'm
up?
doing real good.
Ooh, DJ Hypnotico.
Yeah, I'm
Nice.
on the decks all the time. Nobody listens to me.
You on the decks now? What are you spinning on the wheels of steel?
What's your question?
Can you ignore Lawrence?
Ignore Lawrence. What's your question?
Yeah.
I just want to know, I'm pretty sure a lot of people ask this, are you guys ever going to bring back Munt? The Munt life?
Oh, Munt life.
Not really, because, I mean...
Sims sucks.
Yeah, the Sims blows.
Yeah.
Oh.
It fucking blows.
We started a new Sim series with Robaz. I think
Yeah, I saw that. That's fucking hilarious.
I mean, since we are just like Valve in every way possible,
That's true.
We like to try new and different things, and we don't want to go back to our old tropes that we
It's a
did
lot
at
less
an
money.
entirely different company.
We're exactly like Valve.
Who told you you're Valve? I want to know that.
Myself, my subconscious. It's a joke from a previous. Don't worry about it.
We were trying to break in here.
Thanks for the call, Andrew.
Oh, thanks, Andrew.
No
Didn't
problem.
break in. They took our
She's
stuff.
been trying to call for a while.
Yeah, she has.
Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
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 So, I have a question. So, I'm wondering, I kind of am thinking, do you think that there's any way that the community can actually do a 180 now that Half-Life 3 is kind of this mythical creature in the internet and gaming realm? I'm wondering if the community is all maybe going to go start bargaining, hoping that they're actually going to get it released.
That's actually
They've been doing that.
Yeah, we
That's
talked
what we
about
hope
that,
for.
and we hope for that, and that's kind of one of the reasons we reported on this story is because we're hoping to sort of make the PC community not so toxic.
Well, everyone's toxic, not just PC.
I disagree. I think the PC, and I'm a member of the PC community and have been for almost 15 years. So it's gotten more and more toxic as time has gone on. So I think it is time for us to sort of be like Lawrence, what Lawrence said earlier in the episode, which was like, be positive about it. And like when you get the game Half-Life 3, you're like, it's not perfect, but it's cool. Thanks, Gabe. Like, you know, like here's my money. Boy, I really enjoyed it. Like,
As the guys who hate The Sims.
well, we hate The Sims because we don't like the game.
Yeah.
We don't think the game is broken.
Yeah.
We just don't like the game.
We never criticize its frame rate.
Yeah, exactly.
I think like a
It
cool.
does have a shitty frame rate.
If the gaming community could raise, what was it? What was it going to make? $700 million? We said.
Yeah.
If the gaming community could raise $700 million for charity, Valve should release the game for free.
Speaking of, SGDQ starts this Sunday.
There you go.
But it usually gets like $1.5 million.
That could be a good challenge, actually. Like, ask the community to do well, and they say, listen, if you guys can hit a certain goal to help the world be better, maybe bring a certain amount of food to certain tribes or
cure
something.
cancer.
If you could cure cancer, we
Stuff
will.
like Child's Play and things like that.
Yeah.
But like the community
idea, though.
has self-elected to stage these campaigns that don't amount to much. There was that time they all said, "What if we just bought a bunch of crowbars and sent them to Valve? That would show them that we're serious." And they did. And there was just a pile of crowbars at Valve, and they're like, "That's weird."
I would not release it after you sent me a bunch of crowbars.
Dang, you're coming on a little too strong. You're like that dude in that analogy I made a long time ago.
I think in that same vein, though, we always advocate being a smart, conservative consumer. And maybe not hedging your bets with this one company and saying, oh, I'm going to donate all my money to charity just so I can play this game eventually.
Yeah.
Maybe not worth your time. Maybe you should do something for charity without the express interest of getting a game afterwards. Because I'm not sure.
The definition of charity is doing good without any benefit to yourself.
I don't know. I'd like to get something out of my
I
charity.
think
I better get Half-Life 3.
It's more tied to the instead of
for
getting
humanity.
all uppity when you're upset about the frame rate or a game being broken. Like, one, you shouldn't, but the reason you shouldn't is because it shouldn't matter to you that much. It shouldn't be the holy grail. It shouldn't be this beacon of hope or whatever.
It makes me
should be
happy.
a game that you're interested in entertaining yourself with for a little while.
I mean, but the problem is it's already currently this crazy beacon on the internet. So there's no way of already saying we shouldn't make it this beacon. It's already a beacon.
Well, there you go. And that's why they're not doing it.
Right, and the best thing to do, you know what, now is to ignore it. That's how it goes away. You ignore it, and then Gabe walks out on a press conference, drops the microphone, and says it's on your PC.
If you love it, let it go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, is that as Valve or as the consumer?
As everybody.
Everybody forgets about it.
Let's
and
just
then
all go
Gabe- and then
outside.
Gabe makes
It's
the
like
best game.
Tinkerbell. If you don't believe, she'll go away.
Tinkerbell?
Is that the
You have to
story of
believe. You have to
Tinkerbell?
believe.
We are our own worst enemy.
Anyways, thank you for the call.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for calling. Bye.
Good question.
Very good question.
What?
Hello, you're on the internet.
Monkey.
Oh, internet?
Busy playing Minesweeper.
Hello?
Hi.
Hey.
Hey.
Hello.
Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, all right. We'll
wait for
hold
you.
for you. How about that? You got 5 seconds. I mean that.
4.
What's your question?
3.
So, as a person who's only played like 3 hours of Half-Life 2, you might be mad at me for that.
Whatever.
Will
Me
it
too,
still
me too.
hold up for me? As a consumer, do you think I should actually buy that?
What games do you like apart from that? Do you like shooters?
Not Call of Duty. That's about it.
Okay.
Does he like Wolfenstein?
Okay.
Are you debating whether or not you should buy a game that we just said probably isn't going to come out?
No, Half-Life 2.
Oh, Half-Life 2? Oh, okay.
Hey, you know what? Yes, buy the game. Buy it. It's like, I'm sure, what is it, $10?
Buy it on sale.
Buy the game. It's worth $10.
I mean, you keep on saying that, one of the best games of ever.
So it's a relative term because in 2004 when it came out, yes, it was the best game ever made. It's been 10 years.
What's the best movie ever made? There's somebody out there who's not going to like it. Just taste.
It's really hard right now to say that, yeah, it's a great game. It's definitely a product of its time.
If you don't like it, you're not wrong. If you like it, then you conform to a lot of people's tastes. That's all it comes down to.
Old now. It's been around for over a decade, so it's got old tropes and things that you might not appreciate now, having played other games.
If there was a pill you could take that makes you experience nostalgia, but like through some form of time travel, then yeah, you're gonna have a great time. But otherwise, there are, in our opinion, better games that have since come out. I don't know, like the new Wolfenstein.
Yeah,
like,
that's awesome.
That to me was like basically that was my Half-Life 3, honestly. Yeah. So.
Well, have you ever played BioShock Infinite?
Yes, of course. We all enjoy it.
Yeah.
In comparison, do you think it holds up to the story, the multiverse theory, whatever? However you want to describe the plot of BioShock Infinite, do you think that holds up to that?
So, well, I mean, you're already holding the narrative in high regard. I think Half-Life 2 is very much a game that just, it's kind of like a roller coaster. It just like starts you out and it's like go, and then the game just kind of is a perpetual downhill, like stumbling downhill, whereas BioShock Infinite has ups and downs and slow parts and fast parts, and then there's sections where you're just listening to someone talk to you and things like that. Like, I don't know if that one is better than the other, but Half-Life 2 is very much a go, boy, into the world and shoot stuff,
Yeah, there are those slow moments. I mean, like, actually, comparing to BioShock Infinite, they're actually very similar games. BioShock does hit you over the head a lot more story. Thankfully, in my opinion, I don't think that game lived or died based on how good the story was. I enjoyed it for what it was. Either. They're both, in my opinion, those are fantastic franchises. I would like to see them continue, but in the meantime, I'm glad that BioShock's going to continue in some way in the future. It's just obviously there's not so much, as many people clamoring for it right now. But what were we getting at?
Yeah.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah, I was just wondering because I've been hearing about Half-Life 2 for a while, and I was like, I got to play for like an hour at a friend's house, never really got into it.
Well, then you already have your answer. If you didn't get into it, you didn't get into it. You don't force yourself to play something. And if you liked Infinite, you liked Infinite. It's no big deal.
I haven't beaten it because I get sick whenever I play it.
Oh, yeah, you got the motion sickness part.
Well, thanks for your call.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks.
Matt.
That dude was cool.
It was cool.
Damn. He had his leather jacket and sunglasses on at his PC.
Anyway. Hello. Welcome to show. Goodbye.
Hello?
He's doing sit-ups.
Woo! Hello?
Hello.
No! Oh, he's gone.
Your cookies weren't set.
How was that? Was that
quality?
Was that good?
Poor call.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Sorry. So I had like a similar question like the guy before. Which is like the most similar game you've played, like Half-Life?
Similar game to Half-Life.
Probably Wolfenstein: The New Order.
A single player, one of the handful of games that have come out recently that are very single player oriented. You start at one point and you just keep going through to the end kind of game.
It's oversimplifying it. I mean, like even going back to the question from before, like
Halo is kind of Half-Life.
Super Mario 64.
Not really. I mean, like, because like Half-Life used these like early physics puzzles. I would say Portal 2 is similar in a way. It's obviously more puzzle focused, but like aesthetic wise, I mean, they're in the same universe of the. Yeah. But definitely what's it called? Wolfenstein New Order, and the newest Wolfenstein that just came out, and the BioShock series. Like those are definitely. I would think they were very much influenced by Half-Life, and this goes in a completely different direction. But Dishonored, I think, is a great game that's worth trying.
Yep.
More of a Deus Ex-y kind of game.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah. Yes. One more thing. It's just 2 games. So you're a Silver Surfer fan, right?
Who?
Somebody say yes.
Anybody? I don't think anyone's a Silver Surfer fan.
I think you've seen James wear a Silver Surfer
Yes,
shirt.
every time.
Okay. What's your Silver Surfer question for James?
I'll handle this.
Oh, do you like Silver Surfer?
What's the answer?
The answer is an absolutely no.
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
What?
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Just all right. It's Friday, so.
It is Friday. Thanks for the call.
Thanks for calling.
Silver Surfer Friday, everybody.
We never
Oh, that guy.
Yeah. What's up, buddy?
Hey, Atta.
Oh, hello. I just wanted to ask if Half-Life 3 did come out and it was terrible, like it wasn't up to expectations, what could Steam do to fix it?
Nothing. It's too late at that point.
No, it'd be too late. The damage is done. Mass Effect tried it, where they released new endings, but I don't think it mattered, right? No, at that point the damage was done, and they were like, here's more endings, and it didn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, some people were like, it's better, but it's like, it didn't really matter, and I don't think it affected sales that
But
much.
I'm still insulted, BioWare.
They could re-release an HD edition the next year and say that there's new endings and better things in it.
They just say, we're disappointed in ourselves, so we're pulling it from the Steam store, the only place where you can get it.
Yeah, and people go,
then it'll
no!
become this like relic, even though it's shitty, right? It'll be like a shitty game, but people still want it because it's like, you know, you have to download it from some sort of torrent, you have to crack it in some way or something like that.
Like PT now?
Yeah, like PT.
Exactly.
Except PT was good.
Yeah.
But not good enough.
Thank you for your question.
Thanks, Atta.
Thanks for your
thank
art, too.
All right, you're the best.
See you online. Let's see.
Hello, Mystery Man.
Hello.
Hello.
You're live on the air.
Hello.
With Spool.
Right in my fucking ear.
You're right here now.
Wait, hold-
Take the towel. Take the
we can't hear you. You gotta turn up. You gotta get closer to your mic and turn it up or something.
Is this any better?
That's much better.
Perfect.
Okay, well, my question is, what is your best achievement in any game that you've ever completed? Like, not necessarily like a real achievement, but just something you've done.
Gotcha.
You've been like really proud of or something?
Sure.
Go ahead, Lawrence.
Okay, I've got two.
I just threw up in my throat.
I got the Teenage Mutant. I beat Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game, without losing a life. Very excited.
That's pretty good.
On NES. And then I also got the achievement in Dead Space 2 for beating it using only 3 saves on the hardest difficulty, which is really tough to do.
Okay.
So that's it.
What about you, caller? What is your greatest achievement in gaming?
You got out of bed this morning?
Oh, come on. Don't be a dick.
Yeah, well, I can't really think of anything right now. You kind of put me on the spot.
I beat
You
Ruby
put us
Weapon.
on the spot.
I beat Ruby Weapon and
Yeah,
Emerald
that's true,
Weapon in
but
Final Fantasy VII.
That's good.
Legit.
That's
No-
real good.
No hacks. Adam
What?
nailed a
the pool shot.
in
Yeah,
Shenmue.
Actually, yeah, my greatest gaming achievement just happened yesterday.
That was an amazing pool shot in Shenmue.
It was witnessed by all.
Thanks for the call. We appreciate it.
Thanks, dude.
All right, thank
I
you.
didn't get to say mine.
No one else answered.
Who cares?
Spool, what's your greatest gaming achievement?
It's in Civ 5.
What is it?
And I conquered. a
Oh,
city.
we gotta take this question. What's going on?
Hello.
Hey.
Oh.
Hi. My question is, do you think that with Valve's financial stability through their first-party revenue and the revenue from Steam could affect the production of their other franchises? Since all the other sequels like Arkham Knight and Mass Effect have gotten so much backlash?
So, maybe. I think the answer is it worked in reverse. Basically, oh my god. Sorry, there was a very ripped Gordon Freeman on the screen for a second. Basically, Half-Life 3 was in full production, and their free-to-play started doing so well that they pulled staff over to those projects. So I think it's actually the inverse of what you're talking about. The sequels to games like Dota 2 and CSGO, if there are sequels, it may be more like they just crank out content and updates for them until the end of time. But that's taking precedent right now in terms of getting staff and development resources. So I think it's more like other projects won't happen as long as those do very well. Blizzard was kind of in the same situation when World of Warcraft hit. It did so much better than they expected it to. They couldn't start another project for years. There's like a 6-year span where Blizzard only maintained World of Warcraft, and now they're starting to get out of that. There's StarCraft 2, there's Overwatch, there's Hearthstone, there's Heroes. They're starting to release new projects again because they finally hit a breaking even point.
Yeah, I think also Valve kind of operates on a sort of like they need to see it before they like they're not going to just. I don't think they're going to build Half-Life from scratch. I think what it's going to take is some outside developer who's going to make this cool new thing. that's going to blow them away. And they're like, here it is. Very much how they discovered Portal. It was a student project.
An orbicular drop.
And then also bringing on Dota 2. They saw the success that Dota was as a mod for Warcraft 3. So I don't know if they're in the space right now, or the headspace, where they're like, we're thinking of like new crazy ideas, because they either are thinking way too crazy or too conservatively. So any new projects they do, I think, are going to be brought from the outside in. That's just how it is.
You could say they don't really make new games. They like hire people that make cool things that they like, and then they make them for them.
Then they support their services and
improve them.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, they do lots of good things.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah, thanks.
Cool.
Yeah,
Excellent.
thank you.
Thank you for the call. Ooh, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Hey, I just had a quick question for you guys about the, hold on, I gotta mute the video audio.
Sure thing.
Anyways, I had a quick question about the narrative of the Half-Life story. I know kind of ended episode 2 on a cliffhanger. Since the script's already written, like you guys said in the video, do you think they'll ever release the, any sort of closure for the fans that really only care about that? Putting it in a game would kind of be shitty, but
I was wondering.
Yeah,
we were literally just having this conversation before we did the show, and I don't remember the story like right off the bat. Like I remember being like, oh, it's kind of interesting, and then Lawrence does a bunch of logic bombs on me of just like all the narrative that he remembers. Like you were
so good.
It is really good.
The story of Half-Life is really awesome. You just had Bungie did it well. Valve did it the best in that this is a shooter. If you want to run down a hallway and shoot things, go for it. If you want story, you got to stop and read the things on the walls and really think about the things people are telling you and connect the dots behind the scenes. And when you do that, it's kind of like discovering a secret garden for yourself. It's wonderful.
Right.
But yeah, really I agree. There's a huge cliffhanger there on a number of levels. As far as them releasing it, I think it would have to be the sort, like if they released it now, everybody would be like, just make the game! Why would you do this?
I don't think they would ever release it, because I honestly think Valve wants this to go away.
It'll take like 15 years.
You know, like I think they want to stop talking about it and just move on. Right. And unfortunately, the internet doesn't do that. But I think in 10 years, people might have just be like, just forget about it, and it'll be the Duke Nukem of games. You know, like
do you think? I know you touched on it earlier. Do you think if they're too afraid to release the story because people will clamor for more, could someone else tell that story for them?
Sure.
I kind of put that forward a little bit earlier. I was saying, like, what if they just released the storyboards or like the script or whatever, and then like basically let modders or fans or whatever make it however they want it, because then they have their hands off it, but they still have the story.
That's an intellectual property hell, though.
Yeah, it is.
That's the kind of thing that you can't do as a company.
They wouldn't be able to sell it.
It would be very bad of them to do that. I think it's a cool idea, but it would basically, you could go to court 10 years down the road and say, oh, well, they didn't want this property. Look, they gave it out. You know, they let anyone do what they wanted with it. So, sorry, your copyright is gone.
It's strange, too, because Valve does transmedia. Like, they do the Team Fortress comic. I don't know why they couldn't just do a Half-Life comic and go, you know what, here it is. This is the story we wanted to tell. And then some game developer go, yeah, we can make that. I mean, like I was saying before, there's, a handful of fans made Black Mesa.
Half-Life movie and Half-Life movie, or in the Source Movie Maker.
No, stop that. Make a real movie. A real movie.
All right. You got Spool excited. I'm sorry.
So that exact situation happened with Knights of the Old Republic 2. I remember, I think they were Black Isle at the time. They put the game out. They very literally didn't have time to finish it, so the game just stops at a certain point and it just blasts text at you.
Yeah.
And then at like a couple of years after that, they were like, yeah, we totally ran out of time. But here is the storyboard and like all of the script and all the things we didn't have time to make. They released it, and then the mod community made the end of the game for them. And then just recently, they put out an official patch that was like, this will actually add the real ending back in. So, who's to say what's going to happen 6-7 years from now? But for now, I don't know. They're just waiting for everyone to chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
Right.
Cool. Awesome. Thanks for the call.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Thanks.
Oh, that's bad.
You getting another call?
I'm getting called.
Man, you're getting a real call, a Skype call?
Well, I figured people were going to find my phone number. My phone number is actually tied. Well, if you're good enough at the internet, you can find my phone number.
Don't tell them that.
Ooh,
I'm not.
Google
I'm
it. Lauren Sontag phone number.
I don't think that works.
Hi, you're on the Spool Show.
Oh, wow, this is amazing.
It is.
So my question is,
I know.
do you think that part of the reason Valve might not be putting out a Half-Life 3 is that they might not know how to create a continuous revenue stream out of it like they do for Team Fortress or Dota?
Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier, where I guess, or on the show. Hopefully, you saw the note, but the fact that it needs to be tied to something or it needs to be a service. That's what Valve has been doing with their games, where they're evolving them. And if they just make another single player campaign, that's not evolving. So we suggest, like the HTC Vive exclusive or a SteamOS exclusive or something like that, or timed exclusive. It's something that you could do, but it'll also make the internet angry, and they don't want to make the internet angry. They're afraid of making anybody angry right now, more so than a lot of other companies, which is kind of interesting to me. But they could do that if they wanted to.
Because I guess because we were talking about earlier how they're not public, they live and die off of what people buy from them. Versus like a public company, those are stocks and stuff, so it's more of like PR. So it's kind of weird how you think it'd be the other way around, where the PR would be more important to a public company versus a private company.
Yeah,
but it is flipped in reality, because Steam obviously want people to use Steam to buy things, and if you get pissed off at Valve, you're going to go to Good Old Games or some other website and not use Steam anymore, or not play their games and buy their games.
Well, it's going back to what you were saying before. Just Half-Life in general is a product of a very specific time of video games, where single-player first-person shooters were the coolest thing in the world. Not so cool anymore with the way people are consuming media. So it's quite honestly a victim of its own success, because it was so successful at its time, and they still own this property. They can't really do anything with it, because it's like, how does this make us money? There's no real multiplayer aspect to it. I mean, I know it was in there, but you can't really make money off of it. Yeah. So unless they make a game that is essentially Destiny, I can't see them really making it.
Half-Life MMO?
Yeah, that's what I've always wanted, was a Half-Life MMO, but at this point, Destiny's already doing it better, I'm guessing. And like Elder Scrolls Online tried that, and it's kind of garbage. So, like there are other avenues they could go, but from right now, they're, again, Lawrence just said it right. Chill the fuck out. Like, you want the internet just to chill.
No.
On the note of the internet's hatred, they did just come off of the Skyrim paid mods debacle.
Yeah.
Which was really not great for their PR for a lot of people.
It does feel like Valve's been going on the defense a lot more than they're used to. Yeah. And we might be seeing the beginning of Valve just shutting down from having a public case. Yeah, exactly.
Yes, exactly.
Maybe in 10 years we'll get a golden ticket and one person gets to play Half-Life 3. And he's like, it's okay.
And it's terrible, yeah. This is just Wolfenstein.
Awesome. Thanks for the call.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello?
Uh-oh.
Hello, can you hear?
Oh, God, say something. Say something, you're about to die.
Oh, there she goes.
Too
bad.
10 seconds.
Sorry. Check your settings.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
So I've got a interesting question.
Oh.
Ooh, I like those.
What do you think what feature could Half-Life 3 add that would just nullify any negative criticism?
Portals.
Well, if we knew that, we would be millionaires.
Gloves that allow you to fondle the objects in the world.
Alex. We can fondle Alex.
Oh, that's disgusting.
I guess the only thing they could really do is Valve would have to announce an all-new game with a new title, new everything, and then at the end of the game, it's revealed, oh, you've been playing Half-Life 3 this whole time. Bam, gotcha.
Ooh, they could combine the Portal and Half-Life worlds finally, and then you could kind of switch back and forth between Gordon Freeman and Chell or something like that, or start off with Chell. I don't know, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean, Lawrence has a lot of interesting theories about where the story could go because of who the G-Man is and all these different things of different universes that you can explore and all these different weird sci-fi tropes essentially, but could really work in the game. But yeah, I think Valve's got their own idea of what the game is, and I don't think it just fits in this time period. I think they're waiting for first-person shooters to be cool again.
That's true. How about Sonic cross Gordon Freeman?
What?
What do you think about
Sega's selling out again?
Man, that'd be cool. Laura, do we have any other answer to this question other than the HTC Vive, SteamOS,
haptic gloves?
Ooh, yeah. I mean, what? I don't know.
The problem is, no matter what the idea is, you can say they could just make that thing and not call it Half-Life, and instantly not have to deal with any of the looming problems that would come with that. And that's kind of where they are now. They're making all these things. They're not calling it Half-Life, and it's okay.
Portal Life.
Yeah, but I don't know. It just that term is so loaded that Valve's staying away from it. So they're still working on a lot of stuff.
It comes with the heavy price. If you name anything Half-Life, immediately people are going to compare it to the previous games and the success and the feeling that they had when they first played Half-Life 2 or Half-Life 1, and you can't replicate that.
Yep.
It's just, you just can't do that anymore. So yeah, they're already at a disadvantage just with the name. It's a blessing and a curse. So
is that cool? Does that make sense?
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for calling.
It's a bummer because I feel like they did that with Half-Life 2. Everybody's like, there's no way it's going to live up to expectations. No way, no way. Everybody played Half-Life 2 and they're like, that is exactly what I wanted it to be. And I had every faith that Valve could do that again with 3. I can.
They're just second guessing themselves, maybe.
No, it's not even that. I really do think it is. Gaming culture has changed, and Half-Life 2 maybe had a slow section here or there. I could see a very long-winded NeoGAF post writing like fucking 4,000 words about why this one particular gun ruins Half-Life 3, and then calling the developers of Valve total idiots, and that's why they don't do that shit. So. No. That didn't happen. That didn't happen in 04.
They don't owe us anything, sadly.
Yeah, that's true. They don't.
I wish they did. I fucking made you. I didn't. No. I'm actually one of the people who illegally downloaded the leaked version of Half-Life 2.
You're a pirate.
Like pre-release?
You heard that, FBI?
Do you remember that story?
I do, absolutely.
Yeah, some guy from Europe leaked it, and then he was like, look, see, they're not as far along as they said they were. And they're like, that's a bad build. But yes, we're not as far along as we said we were, and then the game got delayed.
Maybe in 10 years, some dude's on a podcast will be referencing us, and then telling them how wrong we were.
No. Podcast won't exist now. It's just going to be haptic gloves. I know so many calls. Trying to get through these.
Oh, you're never gonna.
Hello.
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 Hi. That's the Valkyrie profile. Nice.
Hi. I'm a big fan from Brazil. It's nice to talk to you guys.
Oh, nice.
Talking to you.
Sweet.
Well, I want to know,
dia.
do you guys think, depending on how Fallout 4 performs, it will have influence on development of Half-Life 3?
Not really. Mostly because Skyrim. I was looking this up for comparison. Skyrim sold above 20 million units, and that was a game that had a huge expectation. It came out, satisfied most people, and earned a crap load of money. I think Valve, they see all this stuff, and I think. Like GTA 5 sold ridiculously well, over 50 million units, I think. I don't think a Half-Life 3 could even compare to that. And yeah, Rockstar gets an amount of unwarranted shit from people that go ape crazy over oh, you can't open the store in GTA Online. Fuck you, Valve. And I only know that because when we did our stream with them, they mentioned us in a tweet, and it's just wall to wall, people tweeting at Rockstar Games telling them how terrible they are for making GTA 5.
Jeez.
But it still sold a lot, so I can see how Valve would be like, it would sell well, it would earn us money, but we don't want to deal with the tweet avalanche when we're already getting crap loads of money and people are happy playing Dota.
The best thing they could do is if everyone who bought the game has to sign an NDA that basically they're not allowed to say the word Half-Life 3 ever for the rest of their life. No, they would totally break it.
I mean, you also, even if it came out and it sold really well, it's still kind of a drop in their ocean of money.
That's a big point.
So why add the headache?
So I guess it sounds like the root of the question is there a game that can come out to massive expectation and perform so well that Valve changes their mind? And I really don't think there is.
Well, I mean, the only good example recently is GTA 5.
Yeah.
The expectations were extremely high for that game, and it lived up to all of them. Yeah. And it sold 50 million copies. So if they were going to look at both examples of Mass Effect 3 and GTA 5, then I would hope they would look at the GTA 5 example and go you know what? We could have this huge market. GTA 5, the problem is on every platform, whereas Half-Life 3 will probably mainly be PC.
Yeah. And it invents a new service.
Yeah.
It invented a new platform, GTA Online. And there was a business agenda to make and launch that game.
Yeah, that's true.
So it would need that. Cool. Well, thank you for the call.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.
Have fun in Brazil. That's not mean.
Bye there.
Thank you for calling from Brazil.
Have fun in Brazil, loser.
Oh wait, she's trying again.
Oh no.
See,
she got it this time. I know. Oh yes.
Hi. Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
Just wondering, in an ideal world, what would you like from Half-Life 3 to keep it as revolutionary now as it was back then when Half-Life 2 came out? And on the contrary, what do you think Valve will actually change?
I think I want it to be Psychonauts 2. And I think they're going to change the fact that it won't be Psychonauts 2.
It's not going to be Psychonauts 2, James. I'm sorry.
Maybe it'll be Shenmue 3.
No! I imagine a world where you can wear a haptic feedback suit and VR goggles and essentially play a game of paintball, but it's Half-Life.
Ooh.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, they won't do that.
What do you mean? They're working on virtual technology.
I know.
I think that they should do what Spool said, which is combine the Portal and Half-Life universes.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the best way to evolve this story and to make it relatively revolutionary in terms of a game's story. Because like we always say, game's narrative is not the strongest. It's not usually that good. And then, like, even when we talk about Last of Us or Uncharted or whatever, it's not so hot. So I think that they could make the story movie quality, especially with Portal and Half-Life.
The world of Half-Life is just circuitry within the mind of Gladys.
Oh.
It's just circircuitry. Oh, man.
There you go. I just blew your mind.
You just ruined the franchise.
I was going to say, see, this is why
That
it
would be
doesn't
the
come
most
out.
fun game ever.
Yeah. Well, thank you for your call.
Portals.
Thank you. Well, I guess one more. We got one more.
We got time for one more?
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves.
All right, who's gonna win? Who's gonna win, Adam?
He's been waiting
Give
for
me
a
a
while.
winner.
I feel bad for them because they have to hear the horrible Skype sound effect.
Yeah. We can turn it off. Hello.
Hello. You are our final call. You are the winner of the tickets to Coldplay.
Yeah.
Don't say yeah.
No tickets to Coldplay. Sorry.
You're a star. You're a sky filled with stars.
2 a.m. in England.
Oh,
wow.
So, anyhow.
But it's the weekend. It's
Friday.
Yeah, you're having fun.
Friday. Saturday now. So,
Okay, sure.
coming back to a point that was brought up earlier, like, gamers coming in and kind of ruining the series, or kind of ruining series before they come out, or as they come out. How kind of will that evolve into the future, I guess? Like, will it become like a bigger thing? Will gamers destroy things before they come out? Like, we're gonna make Half-Life 3. No, you can't make it anymore because it's not gonna be how it is. Like,
I think it encourages original ideas, original thoughts.
Like Rocket League came out of nowhere. It's the darling of the internet.
Yeah.
You know.
That always
It's
happens.
cars playing soccer. I mean football.
I was gonna say the ultimate takeaway is this is like people. I feel like people used to complain about really serious things. Someone would come in, ruin all their crops. They'd be really pissed off about that because that's their crops. And
can't
that's their
eat.
life, and that's what they do. I think we've gotten to a point now where you didn't hear this kind of backlash about video games because what is a video game? But video games are becoming more and more important to people. So they're more of a mainstay in your life, and when something's wrong with them, it's like someone burnt your crops, right? Like, so I think that's just the progression. At some point, video games will be superseded by something else, and then people will be complaining about that. But I think it's just like human nature to figure out what provides them with a comfort zone, and then when that isn't right, they get all pissed off, you know.
And I thought that was actually a really interesting part of the story that we reported on today when they were saying gaming culture has changed. And it's really, I was breaking it down, it's just very simple math. There are more people playing video games today than there were before, so there's more shitheads. It's like, that's why YouTube comments are so much worse than other video platforms, because Vimeo has 40 people watching it, and 3 people are going to comment and say a nice thing. If Vimeo was getting millions of views, some dumbass would come up there and just drop an N-bomb, and it'd be like, why do you do that? It's like, well, there's just more people watching.
Well, and like there's social media now, where I was talking to Lawrence about earlier, back in like 2004 or like in the early 2000s, if you were angry, you'd go to like the forums or whatever, and there was just like the very hardcore people that would go to the forums because everyone else like, why would I go to these forums and just read what other people are saying versus like Twitter, where like everyone sends something on Twitter and everyone else spreads it out, and it spreads so much faster now versus like just the diehard.
It used to be shouting into the void, but now we are all in the void.
Yeah.
Or you'd send an angry actual physical letter to the company.
Yeah, but that's a lot of work.
Usually in the process of
that's
writing,
why it was the really diehard people back then, all 10 of them or whatever. Versus
filtration.
now it's like it's so easy, like, and I want to tweet and done.
Not to mention, too, Valve has always been pretty good about responding to their fans. Like I emailed Gabe Newell, I want to say in 2003, and he wrote back to me. I was in college and I was like, "Dear Mr. Newell, do you think Halo 2 is going to be good?" And he's like, "I'm actually really excited about it. The Bungie guys sent us a copy. I can't wait to play." And I was like, "Cool, thanks, Gabe." Like, he was responding to emails back in 2003. You got to imagine they still kind of, keep their eyes on things. So, but it's just so much more now.
Yeah.
It's the Steam pages, it's the Twitter and Facebook and a million other things that at some point there's just so much noise, you have to just cut yourself off. And so, there really is no going back, because right now everything's just noise. Sorry.
We brought it
I
down.
know. Don't cry. Stop crying. I'm so sorry.
On a high note.
Thank you for the call.
Yeah, thank you.
One more thing, I love you guys, by the way. You're great.
Thank you so
Love you,
much.
Keanu.
When am I getting my Half-Life 1 and 2 remastered?
They already did it.
Yeah, they did it.
Again,
Black
do it
Mesa.
again.
Yeah,
Black
Black Mesa's a thing. Have you played that yet?
I have not, no.
Oh yeah, so
There you go, Black Mesa.
Yeah, so a bunch of fans remade it. It's like all but the last third of it are done, but you can play through most of it. And they did a fantastic recreation of it. And Half-Life 2, you can basically mod the shit out of it and do texture mods and a million other things to make it a completely different game. You can make Alex's breasts huge.
Black Mesa!
Doesn't make the game better.
Haptic feedback, but I want to pay them.
I mean, you can actually play through Half-Life 2 in VR. Like, it does have Oculus support.
great.
So
It does.
It is a sort of game that is continually being remastered by the people who didn't make it, which is kind of cool. So there you go. Do you have a PC?
I do. I'm on it right now.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
Looks like it's going to be a while before you're going to bed.
I'm already there. Cheers, man.
Yeah.
I try.
I'm sorry.
All right, thanks for the call.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That was a great call.
See you later.
Awesome.
Bye.
Cool. Thank you guys for all of your calls for this. This is different, but
Shout out to our UK audience who it's later for them than anyone else, but they're still calling in.
They were all over it.
That work?
In Brazil.
Well, the grand experiment is complete. Thank you for all your questions. We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, let us know if you like this format too.
Yeah.
In the comments and tell us if you did or did not.
We need more sound effects. We need someone there to
I'll do it.
Looks like we lost that caller.
We need Bruce on that.
Oh,
for real.
Oh,
definitely.
Man. All right, I'm going to shut down Skype because it's going to break this
It's
computer.
gonna get rough.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for watching.
Bye, guys.
Thanks again.
It's good.
It's like,
Half-Life 3 confirmed.
54 calls coming in. Is that okay?
54 calls, 5 times 4, 20. Stop. Minus 17. 3. 3 is the
Just said 3.
H is the third letter in the alphabet.
We don't talk about
The
him.
guy with the curly hair. The guy who's in Hungary right now.
Killing vampires.
That's not true at all.
So basically the way it works
We call him
is
Jewish
that
Joel Rubin.
every time you watch a video, it causes a machine to drop a penny. And then that penny rolls through a series of tubes that Google has laid about all of the United States and most of Europe. And then that penny is distributed to the accountant manager for every specific YouTube channel.
Hey, welcome to another FAQ podcast where we have completely changed the format and you can call in now.
Humana.
And Bruce got a soundboard.
I'm so excited.
This originally started out as an addition to Open House where we couldn't answer all of your questions. And now it's just Bruce making fart noises.
Oh, he hasn't done that yet.
Oh, dear God.
Hold on. You want me to play the farts?
No, I just want to play the Monica, you is stinky.
All right, hold on.
God damn it.
That's too long.
Anyway, welcome to a metaphor for my life. Let's take a first call from...
Oh, first call.
We don't say names, but you'll allow you to introduce yourself.
We can say Charlie. Hello, Charlie. Are you there?
Holy shit, man.
Yeah,
Charlie!
What's going on, Charlie?
No, bro, guys. I'm literally talking to my mates on Xbox. I said to them, I hope I get in, and I've got in.
You got in, yeah, no problem.
Well, I have a question for you. What game are you playing on Xbox?
Advanced Warfare.
Okay, well, turn it off.
That's perfect.
Topical.
Yeah,
Abandon your friends.
Oh, we're doing Call of Duty questions?
we are. Black Ops.
Okay,
I'm just sitting in a lobby at this minute because I did not think I'd actually get through. Can I just say, I absolutely fucking love you guys. I've watched you guys since like the start of Inside Gaming.
Oh, Charlie.
Thank you,
That's
Charlie.
so nice of you.
Well, Charlie,
boner
what's your question for today's show?
Did you care when they added like all these new like systems to Call of Duty with like the new exosuit Advanced Warfare and like all this new movement for Black Ops 3?
It's a good question.
Like that?
That's a really good question.
I think Lawrence is the biggest Call of Duty fan in the room, so I'm going to let him answer first.
Yeah, I liked it a lot because for me, Call of Duty was a very two-dimensional game, not in like complexity, but in actual movement. Call of Duty was always like, there's this cone in front of you, and if somebody wanders into that cone, then you have an engagement. But if somebody hits you from the side or the back, they basically win. And to me, Advanced Warfare was all about expanding in the third dimension, so now you have double jumps and air boosts and stuff. So you can start to get a little tricky with your positioning. Black Ops is dialing it back, 3 is dialing it back just a little bit. The double jump is not really a double jump, it's just kind of a little puff to change your air trajectory, which I like, and it's still got wall running and things like that, and the maps are made for it. So I think Black Ops...
Was there wall running in Advanced Warfare? I don't remember.
There was, yeah.
Oh, okay.
No wall running in Advanced Warfare, just excellent.
Oh, I thought there was.
See, here's the problem. All the games are starting to look the same.
Confusing it with
Titanfall, I guess.
Because we're all thinking of Titanfall and
Uh-oh.
What's up?
We got an echo on the live stream.
You just hit, if you
Oh,
wanna hit-
turn off the mic there?
Oh, sorry.
No.
One second.
No. Here, so
Hang on.
hold on.
Hang on.
Go to Audacity.
Okay. Sorry. Anyway.
Sorry, Charlie.
So going back to what we were saying, yeah, Titanfall, I think, probably lit the fire under Activision's ass. And, I mean, it was pretty much made of all Call of Duty devs anyway, so that's probably why you're seeing games like Advanced Warfare and then now Black Ops 3 all kind of starting to look the same. And then even to a degree, Halo 5 is having, Halo 5 Gardens has a lot of movements of, like, clambering and sliding and everything. Like, you can pretty much put all these games in one room and show it to like a single mother, and she probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
That's true. Charlie, I got a question for you. Charlie, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
I got a question for you. Did that matter to you when they added all that stuff to Advanced Warfare, or was it just sort of like meh?
I'm a really big Call of Duty fan. I've played it was one of my first games I ever played on my 360, like Call of Duty 4 and Call of Duty 3 and all that.
Yeah.
It was fresh, I guess.
Okay. All right.
Like it felt good that they added something new, but it just means like there was kind of a skill gap for players like me anyway.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty good. I'm not like blaming trumpet, but I'm pretty good at it.
Next up, MLG.
Having never played Call of Duty, would you
That's
say
my
that
wish.
anything that makes the game more fun is a welcome addition?
Yeah, definitely. But because of like the new jumping stuff, it felt like on Halo, like on Halo 3 and stuff. You'll know this, Adam. Like it gets annoying when people just jump over your head and shoot you in the back.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's an old trick.
And that's what Advanced Warfare felt like.
Yeah.
But with like Black Ops 3, they're slowing it down a lot.
Yeah, I played a little bit. What's that?
No, Skype has an echo, not us.
Skype has an echo.
Skype has an echo?
Oh.
Oh, is it because
I bet it's playing through and then catching on the mic.
Yeah, are you?
We need to just turn him down a little bit. Sorry.
Okay.
Just on the on the speakers.
speakers,
All right, to your right. Use your hand. Use your hand. Take your hand off the mouse.
I'm aware. I know. I heard you. I heard what you said.
We're good at this.
Welcome to production. Anyway, Charlie, we got to let you go.
Okay, can I ask one more quick question?
Yes.
Did you care at all? Like, what's your opinion on the switch to PS4 with Black Ops 3?
You mean getting the beta 5 days early?
Yes, that's
No. That with like DLC and like the exclusivity and stuff
I
like
guess.
that.
I mean, look, Sony. I would assume has deeper pockets in their gaming division right now, or at least are spending it in the right places. And that was a slip up on Microsoft, so not a huge deal. I mean, it's if people really care that much about DLC, I honestly think DLC is going away. The way they're doing it.
That's what I hope. I thought honestly.
you think it's going away?
Well, no. I think what we perceive as DLC is changing, and the Microsoft deal that they had with Activision for so long was that old style DLC of $10 for a map pack, $15 for a map pack. Look at Halo, look at Witcher, look at all these things like Smite, League of Legends stuff. They're giving you new maps, and then you're just buying cosmetic upgrades. People will buy a weed leaf banner for their COD man or COD girl now, more than they'll plop down on a map pack. I think that's going to change.
So that's just DLC, but in a different.
Yeah. I think, like I said, perceived DLC. The way the Sony deal is working right now, I don't think it's actually going to benefit Sony in the long run.
Sure. All right, hey Charlie, thank you for the call. We really appreciate it, man.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Better man.
See you, buddy.
Have fun for it.
Oh, hold on.
Jurassic farts.
This one. All right, so let's see.
Love it.
Our old friend Eric. Hey, Eric, are you there?
Eric?
Oh, hi, yeah, I'm here. Hello.
Hello, Eric. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you guys?
Good, very, very well. What's your question?
Well, what was the first Call of Duty you guys played, and the most recent one that you guys purchased?
Purchased?
Because
I got the Rainbow, man. Call of Duty 1 on
you know.
PC and then Advanced Warfare.
Yeah, I played it when Jason Statham was a voice in a video.
Yeah,
game.
that was fucking sweet. I remember the loading screen is like, is it just Statham?
So I mean, it's actually
Jason Statham.
yeah, it's a good question too, because Call of Duty was made by the guys who originally made Medal of Honor.
Yeah.
When they were at a little company called 2015, working with EA, and they all left, and they said screw EA, they're evil. We're going to Activision. And they went to Activision, they made Call of Duty, and then they said screw Activision, we're going to EA to make Titanfall. Funny how that works. So yeah, I think we, except for Joel.
I bought one.
You bought
Wait,
one.
Call of Duty 1?
It was on the Wii. And it was a real mistake.
Was it Modern
I think it was 3. Yeah.
That was like the launch one on Wii.
And I played it for like an hour, and I was like, this is not my thing, man.
Man, that was a poor representation of Call of Duty.
What are you talking? It was Call of Duty in its prime.
You can throw a grenade by waggling the little nunchuck.
Stupid. Bruce, you played the first one, right?
What, Call of Duty 1?
Yeah.
I mean, I probably played it a long time ago, but I don't remember. Yeah, no, I don't remember. It was a long time ago. The first one I actually remember playing was Modern Warfare. Like Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare. That was the first one.
Wow.
So, Eric, what's the last one you bought?
Advanced Warfare, because I bought it, like, it was a buy two, get one free. Although I've only played it for like 5 minutes. Haven't even had time to play it.
Yeah,
it's just sitting there.
You make time for Kevin Spacey, Eric.
No. Unfortunately.
Bruce.
I appreciate him with the Avengers, though, but, you know.
Bruce beat Advanced Warfare, I think, right?
I did. And so did Lawrence. Lawrence and I both played through the single player of Advanced Warfare, and we both really enjoyed it.
I got all the achievements in that campaign. I really liked that.
I couldn't get through it. I don't know why.
I enjoyed it.
I don't know. I think I try to play Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed every year, and it's getting harder and harder. Like I'm just now picking up Assassin's Creed again now to beat it before Syndicate comes out, and like I don't think I'm going to beat Advanced Warfare, but Black Ops does look good. I honestly, just because we've been working in the game industry for so long, and we usually have contacts who send us copies, like they'll just do that to certain outlets. I haven't really bought a copy of Call of Duty in a while. They either get sent to us or we have like a review copy or something like that. So
I could buy Advanced Warfare.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I bought Black Ops 2. I had to buy Black Ops 2. And it was totally worth it.
I bought Modern Warfare 2. I do remember that because we were all jerking off around that game for a very long time.
I think I even bought Modern Warfare 3, which is that was a bad choice. I shouldn't have bought that one.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. Sorry, Eric. All right. Thanks for the call, man.
No problem. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Would have never pegged him for a Call of Duty, man.
I know. There he is.
Everybody's Call of Duty, man.
Hello, Satan. Satan, are you there? Satan?
Give him a sound effect.
Satan Senpai.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, got you, Satan. Satan, what's your question for Black Ops 3?
All right. My question is, as a gamer that's stayed away from the Call of Duty series since Modern Warfare 2, is this Call of Duty game, Black Ops 3, worth going back into the series? Is it like a fresh start and whatnot?
My question for you, Satan, is what have you been playing since Modern Warfare 2? You still play first-person shooters, or do you play different games?
I've played a little bit of everything, from Halo to Assassin's Creed. I usually have like an open taste when it comes to video games. It's just that I feel like the whole Call of Duty series is a little bit bloated for me, so I kind of stayed away from it and just like seek different types of games that I would not normally try. But since ever since like Advanced Warfare, it feels like Call of Duty has been getting more hyped up, and I was wondering is it worth the hype, and is it worth getting back into? Does it feel like the normal Call of Duty, or is it just some completely fresh?
No. I mean, it's Call of Duty. It's the same game.
Same thing.
Yeah, nothing's changed other than you can jump a little bit higher. There's more kill streaks. The interface is a little different. There's some more guns. Look, the reason why the game hasn't changed much is because the formula works and it sells 20 million to 30 million copies a year or whatever. Yeah. So the mechanically, like the core of the game doesn't really ever change. It's just sort of like adding new rims to a car every year or throwing in like a new... Actually, yeah, I mean, Call of Duty is a new car. It's a new car model every year. It's basically the Honda Civic of video games.
Super reliable. Everybody's got one.
Yeah, it
gets stolen in Hollywood.
Yeah, like it's not going to get you laid, but it'll get you from point A to point B, and it'll satisfy some sort of urge.
All right.
Anyway, so I think honestly, you're probably doing it the best way, and just like the beauty of Call of Duty is that it does come out every year, and you can choose to just take a 3 to 4 year break if you want to. If the game looks interesting to you, check it out. You could always rent it, something like that. You don't have to buy it. But,
unless you play it for the plot.
But
real quick, is the OBS on top the one that's streaming?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna try something.
What's wrong with it now?
It's all the audio from the PC is doubling up, so I'm gonna do that. There we go. That should fix it.
All right. Hey, this is why we do a live radio show. Anyway, thank you for calling, Satan.
No problem.
Bye, Satan.
Believe the hype.
Hail Satan.
Believe it.
Let's take Kai. Hey, Kai, are you there?
Yeah, oh, hi. What's up, guys?
How you doing, Kai?
Hello.
Oh, man, it's greetings from Germany. I love you guys.
Well, greetings from the United States. How are you?
Oh, it's so nice talking to you guys. I have one quick question about Black Ops 3. That's the topic, right?
Okay. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. How was the lag? I mean, have you experienced some lag spikes or like lag compensation, like in Black Ops 2, or anything about that?
I didn't notice any. So I've been playing a few sessions every night since the beta opened. The thing that I like about it is it actually shows you ping numbers for servers now, which is pretty cool. For individual players, it still shows you a bar graph, but the matches that I got in, honestly, the lag in my TV was bigger than the lag in the game. So like there's a number of latencies you have to adjust for, especially in a game like Call of Duty. So I think that actually the game is pretty solid in terms of like prediction and lag compensation and all that stuff. There's always going to be an element of that because we live in a physical world and light can only move so fast and routers are only so fast. But I think Black Ops 3 is actually really solid. I mean, I would suggest trying it out for yourself if you have a PS4, assuming you can get it in Germany. Sometimes Germany can be weird about that stuff.
Yeah, we have some problems about violence. You guys know about that. So does it mean that the engine is like improved, or is it a completely new engine?
I think it's just improved. I'm sure it's the same engine that Black Ops 2 used, right?
No, Black Ops 3 looks really good. That's the thing that I noticed.
Yeah.
I can't tell for sure, but it really looks like 1080p 60 FPS.
Yeah,
like straight.
Well, they switched after Ghost. They put a lot of R&D into their new engine.
So they're using the Advanced Warfare engine then?
Yes.
Really?
For Black Ops 3 though?
Yeah, but I mean, you need an entire podcast on this. Like, I would love to actually get a game developer in here at some point and talk about game engines in themselves. There's so much middleware and other things that are involved with game engines. Like, what is perceived as a game engine is so much different than what is actually running. Like, there's so much duct tape and gum holding this stuff together that it's like, when you say new engine, it's like, it's a, I don't know, it's...
Yeah, it's the IW engine.
Yeah, or whatever.
Which is, it first started in the multiplayer of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I guess it's abbreviated from
Infinity Ward.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you're right. It's oh my god.
So yes, it is a new engine, but it's Treyarch's take on what Infinity Ward made. And Lawrence is correct. It is a very beautiful game. It moves smoothly at 60 frames per second. And I'm playing on a BenQ monitor, which has 1 millisecond of lag, and the thing runs perfectly smooth. And I have a pretty stable internet connection here in the States. That might be different for those of you in Europe. But I need to play it some more. I haven't had any real lag issues, but I'm once again, like, what I see and what the MLG pros like yourself see will probably be much different. So for now, I'm enjoying it, but I might be wrong.
Can you Adam, as a casual player, feel lag in games, or is it? Do you feel like?
Yeah,
I can feel lag like when I'm playing like stupid MOBAs or whatever. But
I can. The lag is most noticeable to me in things like streaming services. So if I'm streaming from my Xbox to Windows 10, I can feel that lag. If I'm going from my PS4 to my PS Vita, if I'm doing remote play like that,
makes sense though, right?
Well, not to interrupt, but I think Call of Duty has a specific kind of lag, and it's server prediction. So what will happen is you'll run around a corner and see somebody and shoot him 7 times and then die, and then you'll see the kill cam where somebody ran around the corner and shot you, and you're like, that didn't happen. And I think
that's like internet lag. That's actual.
It is, and then what the server does is what you were seeing was actually not what the server was predicting.
Yeah.
So the server predicted that you ran around the corner and died, and then it played this different version of events, and that's very frustrating and actually pissed off a lot of Call of Duty.
Does that happen a lot?
Yeah, like in older versions of Call of Duty. So I think that's what he's asking about. Does that happen as much?
Kai, is that what you're referring to, the gameplay, or you're referring to like internet play?
No, I mean, I think there was like a huge scandal about a guy who made a YouTube video that showed him and his friend and their perspectives. Yeah. And his friend jumped out of a window and then shot him. And from his perspective, it looked like he wasn't even out of the window, but he was immediately dead. Like, I think it was about 400 milliseconds of lag that wasn't even affected by interconnection because it was over LAN.
Well, that's what Lawrence was. That's what Lawrence was. Oh, over LAN?
That's
local area.
That's what he said.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they set up something about Hamachi or something. They were pretty good at it. I don't know.
If I were to, I haven't seen that video, but if I were to assume, I don't know what Call of Duty that was on, but odds are it was the same multiplayer. Sorry?
Black Ops 2.
Okay. So yeah, odds are it was the same multiplayer engine for LAN as it is for internet. And then that means that they probably baked in a shitload of player prediction and things like that to absorb a half second of lag, which is not uncommon when it comes to playing on the internet.
Yeah, and it's interesting too because I think a lot of hardcore players will notice this sort of stuff, but for the most part, Call of Duty rectify it by the fact that you can instant respawn and you die within 2 seconds and you're right back in the game. That's sort of their way of dealing with it. Is like, yeah, we've got lag. Just get back. You get back into the game. You don't have. There's no respawn timer. So.
But in my experience with Black Ops 3, that hasn't happened yet, where the kill cam is just wildly inaccurate from what I saw when I was playing.
We need to play some more.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
totally.
Anyway.
But I mean, I think I've only played it for like 2 evenings, so it hasn't really had enough time to be busted open. But I don't know. It looks a lot better from my perspective.
Thanks for the call, Kai. We appreciate it.
One question, guys, off topic. Is it okay for you?
Sure. Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'm from Germany, and you guys do a lot of Nazi jokes, right?
We do? No, not really. No, come on, that's ridiculous.
Those should be censored in your country. You shouldn't be getting those.
I've been like for like 5 years. I know you guys pretty well. So.
All right, go, and
I have to say, we guys at Europe, we make some 9/11 jokes. So if you think about making a Nazi joke next time,
should we make 9/11 jokes too? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it would be pretty nice for both sides, right?
All right, Kai, we will.
Awesome.
And we're going to say that you told us to, Kai.
Kai from Germany told us to make this joke.
That's a fair point, though.
No, it's fair. Totally fair.
See you later, buddy.
Expect the next open house, right?
What?
Bye. We just recorded it. Sorry.
Auf Wiedersehen.
I just realized you could make like a video and then show a swastika out of nowhere, and then if they watched it in Germany, it would violate all kinds of laws, because like if 3 people are watching it at the same time and they're like laughing and then a swastika shows up, they've instantly violated national law.
Yeah, that's right. We should put more swastikas in.
Hey, Rodrigo, are you there?
Hey.
Hey.
Hi.
What's going on? Do you have a question about Call of Duty or Black Ops 3 or both?
Oh yeah, wait. I'm so excited you picked up. I'm a big fan. I'm calling from Mexico. So.
Oh, hi, Rodrigo.
Hola.
Okay, so here's the deal. I'm like a fan of like MLG thingies, like I don't know, like
esports,
exactly. And like I don't know, I watch a lot of like tournaments and stuff like that, and like a lot of like pro players are saying like, yeah, this is the perfect game and like whatever, but every single game that comes out, they play like the beta or like the first week, and they're like, this is perfect, and like then it turns out to be garbage.
That's what you're saying.
Like Ghost, like AW.
Well, hold on. So the question is, you said it turns out to be garbage. Now,
yeah, garbage.
Ghosts, I don't necessarily think the reviews were positive right out of the gate. Some were, but not all were. What did you think of Advanced Warfare?
I mean, it was new. It was different. Like, no one expected it to be like, because Ghost was so bad. At the end, no one wanted to play it. Like,
well, you're talking about in the context of professional competition,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
That happens with every competitive game ever made.
Yep.
It's always the same cycle. Like, it's new and it's fresh and everything's great and they fixed all the problems. But then, 2 weeks later, they've had the time to really dig in and find the new problems.
Yeah.
And then there's a sea change. I've seen this cycle happen with like fighting games, with strategy games. Everything's great until it's not great because they just haven't found the problem.
Or because like a player has figured out how to break the game, with a specific loadout or with a specific character, whatever the game is, character build or whatever.
You're describing every relationship between every human being in the world.
Yeah.
When it first starts out, everything's great. Give it some time, then you start to notice all the flaws. The difference, though, too, with the beta is, I think what you're referring to is like people get a vertical slice, and you only see a little bit of the game. And from like even just in the Black Ops beta, I've noticed like a lot of the weapons are locked out, a lot of the perks are locked out. When they start adding more things, the problems start to arise, and it's kind of funny too because then you look at like Bruce and I will play CS:GO. I'm using the air quotes, but professional. CS.
Competitive.
We will play competitive CS:GO, and everyone just wants to play Dust 2 the whole time. Like it's only Dust.
I hate that.
I think you're onto something though. Like competitive works the best when it's just the same thing over and over because it's the tried and true thing that does work competitively.
Well,
that's why football fields don't have mountains in it and like I don't mean to offend your country, but soccer stadiums don't have a random net in the middle. Like you don't change up what works.
Well, it's because it's easiest to it's easier to balance one thing than it is to like balance. I don't know how many loadouts there are in Call of Duty, but thousands of loadouts on like dozens and dozens of maps. No. I have played competitive World of Warcraft. Like I did PvP seasons 1, 2, and 3, and like they kept introducing new classes and new arenas, and they made PvP really broken for the first 3 or 4 months of each season.
Yeah.
And it was a really frustrating occurrence.
So in conclusion, Rodrigo, honestly, we're not going to be able to discover these problems right away. And actually, if we were able to, then there'd be something really wrong with the game.
Yeah.
So it's going to take a couple of weeks, a month or so to sort of start figuring out the quirks that this game has. Now, whether or not you can live with those problems, that's going to be up to you. So that's sort of where we land on that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, actually that made like a lot of sense. Like I don't know. Adam said like about like a field like it doesn't change. Like I never thought of it that way. That's really smart. Like I never thought about it.
Game design is hard, man.
Yeah, game design is really
Yeah,
hard.
I mean, and this is the other part of it too. Like we are seriously, besides Lawrence, I think we're not really an authority on esports in any way, shape, or form. Okay. But esports are so new that if they're trying to emulate anything similar to the real life sports that we've been playing for hundreds of years or whatever, what we've learned is you need consistency, and the problem with that is video games are evolving every day, and if the MLG scene revolved around Call of Duty 4 because that was the best one and that they kept iterating on, no one would be watching it because no one gives a shit about Call of Duty 4. So
I'm not saying me specifically, but there are instances like Brood War got played for 10 years in South Korea, and it always
that's because another game didn't come out.
Right, but I'm just saying the NFL hasn't introduced, or like the NHL hasn't introduced Puck 2.
Yeah, you're right.
Introducing the new stick.
But Major League Soccer or the FIFA did for the last World Cup. They had that new ball. They had that new ball. That, like,
that's because
they're
corrupted. They made
the thing is that the most viable and long-lasting competitive games are the ones that are the most standardized. Like League of Legends has one map.
Exactly.
But they keep introducing new characters, and new characters like break the map because they can do different things.
You're absolutely
anyway, excellent question, though, Rodrigo.
Yeah,
thank you for
Rodrigo.
calling.
Oh well, thank you so much for taking my call.
Anytime, buddy. Talk to you later.
Hey, okay, see you, man.
Okay, bye.
Give us something.
Real trap shit.
That's the real trap shit.
Real trap shit.
You don't have to play it twice. You got it the first time.
Real trap shit.
Hey, Gao Lover, are you there? I don't think he. Too late.
Oh, we lost him.
Gabriel, are you there? Gabriel.
Hello.
Hello.
Put down a sandwich.
Do you have a question about Black Ops 3 or Call of Duty?
Yes.
Okay, what is it?
Good. Wait,
Are you there, buddy? I lost him. Okay.
Oh no!
Did you hang up on him?
No, I didn't. Nicanor Henriquez, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Do you have a question about Call of Duty or Black Ops 3?
Sorry, I have a problem listening to you.
That's okay.
Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Oh yes.
All right. What's your question, sir?
I'm just trying to watch the live stream right now. I'm at work. I just saw the tweet and then I just called you. And I'm seeing the live stream.
Okay.
I'm from the Dominican Republic.
Oh, that's great. Okay, cool. What's your question?
Oh, I want to ask this for a long time ago. I want to know when you guys gonna do something with your band, like the
Our band? We don't have a band. Well,
Sex Swing,
bro.
Sex
Swing is not a real band.
We had a band.
That's not. Yeah,
I know, but yes, it's not real, but I just want to see something from that.
Okay, well, you know what we're going to do? We're going to learn how to play instruments.
Rock Band 4 is going to come out.
Rock Band 4, and then we will name our band in Rock Band 4 Sex Swing. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So look forward to that.
Thanks for calling, Nicanor.
Thanks for the call, Nicanor.
Enjoy the Dominican Republic.
Get your hands off!
All right.
God damn it.
Archie, are you there?
Hey!
Whoa!
Whoa!
How you doing?
Boing, boing.
How are you
You're
doing?
out with Brucey and the Goat.
Don't make fun of our caller.
We're not making fun of him at all. It's
Playing into
radio.
his energy.
It's a radio show.
Archie, you have a question?
I saw that you guys were taking calls, and I was like, oh my god, let's do it.
Archie,
Let's do it.
Archie, do you have a question about Call of Duty?
Yeah, the fact that you have to knife twice now. Is
Oh yeah, I love that shit.
things.
The knife is a secondary weapon. I assume that if you equipped it.
Let me ask this question. What's your question?
You have to knife twice now in Black Ops 3 in order to kill someone. So is that going to change a lot of games? Like
Halo?
Yes, it'll make players stop being lame assholes. I've never understood the single hit melee kill in any shooter ever. It changes encounters in a way that's frustrating and stupid. It just means a player can run at you, and if they can close the gap in the amount of health they have, they get a free kill every time. Or they just wait around the corner, and then you wander in a room and they're like, bap, and then they're like jacking off and laughing. Fucking stupid. And also, it's a 2-punch kill, but you can equip the knife in your secondary.
How do you reward a player then for choosing to melee, which is a more dangerous choice in a shooter?
It's a Halo dynamic.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be kind of a sneaky kill, not a run into a knife everybody in the room.
Yeah.
The idea is
Can you dual wield knives?
Also, what I've noticed is that a lot of the maps where they would have camping spots, they've just put holes now so people can't camp.
Good. Good.
That's
you're
good,
supposed to run and shoot people in Call of Duty.
Yeah, you're not supposed to camp in Call of Duty. That's not really the point of the game.
I mean, you can if you're playing domination or something, and those maps kind of allow for that kind of behavior.
So
but
I haven't equipped the knife yet. I haven't got that far. So if you get the knife as a secondary,
I haven't equipped it because I'm not a bitch.
Okay.
I don't know. So I should have tested it out.
Well, because I know like CS:GO.
Also, I like shooting down UAVs. So what are you gonna do?
CS:GO, I like getting into knife fights. That's always fun. Anything?
Like the explosive knife? Or you're just like shooting blades at people?
No, I was talking about
Guys, if I
Counter-Strike.
swear out of nowhere, it's because I've just been shot by someone for no reason.
Are you playing right now?
I think he's playing. Are you playing Black Ops 3 right now?
I'm pretty sure the reason is they want to win, so they shot you.
Oh, he's not having fun. Did you get knifed?
I'm gonna grrr.
All right, Archie. Thanks for the call, man.
Thanks for calling. Lawrence hates knives.
I do. I hate fucking one-hit melees. It's stupid.
All right, cool.
Hey, Ian, are you there?
Yes, I am. Actually.
All right, Ian. What's your question about Call of Duty or Black Ops 3?
This is sort of interesting. Actually, I'm kind of curious as what you guys think about more or less Treyarch copying a lot of what happened in oh damn, I can't think of the name of the fucking game now.
Blacklight?
Titanfall or Destiny is probably what you're thinking of.
Not thinking of Destiny. I'm thinking of
Titanfall?
It's Titanfall.
Shit.
Double jumps, wall
It's not
runs,
Titanfall?
canceling. You're probably thinking of Titanfall.
Is it Blacklight? Is it
might
Final
be
Fantasy
Titanfall.
VII?
It's not Titanfall though. I'm thinking
Okay.
more of story aspect.
Oh, Deus Ex.
Deus Ex. Thank you. 'Cause I don't think any of you guys commented on that yet.
I mean, okay.
Adam is a huge.
I'm going to make someone upset somewhere.
Adam loves Deus Ex.
Deus Ex is not the most original idea in the world.
Uh-oh.
I'm just saying, they didn't, what's his name? Warren Spector didn't invent cyberpunk.
A human augmented future reality,
William
like
Gibson
in cyberpunk.
Yeah, so,
land.
I mean, what you're seeing is, we were kind of talking about this earlier, like, all the mechanics of the game, like the wall running and the sliding and all that. It's not like game developers are specifically looking at each other. Some are, and going like, I want that in my game. We're all just, as humans, I think we all kind of share a hive mind in some weird way.
Absolutely.
And it's everyone, like the tastemakers, the most successful ones, can kind of look at the ecosystem and go, what's going to be cool? And they were like, cyberpunk. Cyberpunk's cool. Yeah. And now they're doing it. So.
Does that make sense, Ian?
Well,
yeah, that does. That's.
I hope they go to court. That's what I'm saying.
And I think all we've seen is a trailer, and the trailer for Black Ops 3 did seem kind of similar to the trailer for Deus Ex, but it's trailers. Like, we don't really know how similar they're going to be until it comes out. And even if it is drastically similar, it can still be good. Like, the Raid and Dread were pretty similar in terms of story, but they're both fucking awesome movies in their own way.
And if you got upset with every fantasy game that came out because they all have elves and dwarves and blades and, I don't know, dragons and shit, I don't know. There wouldn't be any more fantasy games.
And that's a great title for a game.
I guess it just
dwarves and blades and dragons and shit.
I guess it just boils down to the fact that, like, if the game is fun and the single player is fun, then it's fun. You know, like, it's just sort of that. If you enjoyed it, then you enjoyed it.
Yeah, and I think the takeaway there too is going to be, and I'm going to make Call of Duty fans mad. The story in Black Ops 3 will most likely be forgetful. You'll play it for the multiplayer, and the story in Deus Ex will be memorable and fun to replay.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
All right,
I quit.
Ian, thanks for the call. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Okay, bye.
Thank you.
Bruce, I would have to say that the soundboard is the best addition to the frequently asked questions.
Oh, Lawrence. Atta, are you there?
Hello.
Hello. How are you doing,
Hi.
sir?
I'm good, thank you. You?
Good. What's your question about Call of Duty Black Ops 3?
My question is, what is the most, what's the most hours you put into a Call of Duty game?
Ooh.
Good question.
Not a lot.
For me, it's only been, it's got to be like maybe 20 hours, 25 hours on Black Ops 2. But I'm sure Lawrence has put in more time.
Not really. I don't play the multiplayer all that much, to be honest. I was never one of the guys who just spent every evening with a Call of Duty. I play the campaigns a lot because I like the aspect of it. I guess Advanced Warfare is probably the one I played the most multiplayer in.
No.
Yeah. I mean, I got reared on Quake, so to me, Call of Duty felt like a baby's toy.
Hold on.
Give us a boom!
Atta, how many hours did you put into the most recent Call of Duty?
Advanced Warfare.
Yeah.
Maybe 40 hours.
40? That's not bad at all.
That's good. Well, I mean, look, if you're getting your money's worth, I mean, that goes against. I mean, according to Spool, you lost money, and I'm sorry.
I owe you $20.
Yeah, you $20, Atta. You know that?
Yeah, I think once the games, for me anyway, have switched to more of a multiplayer focus. I mean, I feel like they've always had a single player and a multiplayer component, but I feel like the multiplayer has always become the reason why you buy the game. I don't have that sort of time, and I don't think I actually even have a group of people to play with anymore. Back in the days when we, worked at Machinima and there was the Respawn crew, that's all they played, and all we did, it was me, Sark, and Shore, and Hutch, and Nanners. Like, we would only play Modern Warfare 2 and then Black Ops. Like, that was our jam. That's all we did, and we had the live stream component tied to it too, where we're trying to like race for prestige. I think that ended up burning me out a lot on Call of Duty, where I'm like, I'm really fucking sick of this. And I think after Black Ops, I kind of stopped playing it. So I couldn't really put a numerical value to it, but I can just say that as more games have been coming out, my time with them have been dwindling progressively. Though Black Ops 3, I think I might spend some time with, because I think we're probably all going to get it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it on PC, so that's usually where I end up playing it. So
Thanks to play multiplayer or campaign first.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think it'll probably be multiplayer for most of us, but we always try and play through the single player too, just to get a sense for it. So thanks for the call, Otto. We appreciate it.
Thank you. You guys are awesome, by the way.
See you, buddy.
Thank you for all the fan art.
I know, right?
He does good stuff.
Joel, are you there?
Oh yes, I am.
Yeah.
Hello.
What's your question?
My question: have all four of you played the demo already, or the demo? Been in the beta?
I think just Lawrence and I.
Okay. Out of the two of you who haven't, what is necessary? Like, what can they add to make you play this game?
Wizards.
Yeah, Joel needs wizards.
Yeah, I don't play COD. I'm not an FPS guy, which is why it's questionable why I'm even on this FAQ podcast.
But wait,
today.
what would make you play?
sparkle.
What would make you play an FPS though?
If we all played together and nobody was a total dick to me.
Overwatch.
Yeah, if it was Overwatch, I would play. Thank you, James.
That's basically just first-person smite. But
that's how it plays.
Okay. For me, Joel, honestly, like Call of Duty is so tried and true that I'm just going to play it regardless. I enjoy those games. I don't enjoy them as much as I do enjoy other first-person shooters like CS:GO and things like that, because Call of Duty is a little more frenetic and it feels like there's less strategy involved. Although I'm sure I'm way wrong about that. But yeah, I'm going to play these games probably till the end of time, except for Ghosts. I didn't play Ghosts because I heard so many bad things about it, and all my friends said it was bad. So, Joel, are you going to play Black Ops 3?
Probably not. I own a Mac and I don't have a console, so I'm kind of doomed.
Oh wow, you really are doomed.
You're not doomed.
So what would make you play it?
Overwatch.
Is if somebody bought you a console for Hanukkah or something?
Or just like a Mac port, you know?
Yeah, you can install Windows on a Mac. Throwing that out there.
Oh yeah, there you go.
It's not going to run well. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
Depends on the Mac.
No, please continue making money at your job that I assure you work in graphic design or possibly video editing.
Joel, what do you do for a living?
I don't, but I'm trying for that. But it's a good shot.
No, I'm saying continue doing that. I'm not trying to insult you.
No,
keep doing graphic design.
Yeah,
it's great.
Thanks for the call.
And then
Joel.
you'll be able to afford all the PS4s and play Modern Warfare 10.
Nice.
All right, thanks, Joel.
You're welcome.
Bye.
I think he was saying he didn't work.
That's what he was saying.
Well,
yes.
no, he should be. Well, that's the thing. You worked.
Hello, Noah. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Hello.
Hello. Wait. Do I have two people on the line?
Wait. Hello.
Hello.
Who's that? Who do
Noah?
I have?
Hold on.
I'm Noah.
Hello,
And
Noah.
then who's the other person?
I have no clue.
I heard two people too. That's weird.
I didn't hear two people.
I did. Noah, what's your question about Call of Duty?
My question is that with Call of Duty going more towards like futuristic warfare, how far do you think they'll go before they have to like go back to modern warfare or like old school World War II or Civil War?
The Franco-Prussian War? Franco-Prussian warfare, confirmed.
I don't know. I was wondering that. When is a demand for, like, the demand for World War II shooters went up when Saving Private Ryan was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it usually seems to be, like, it seems to be tied to something in pop culture.
Yeah.
And Call of Duty has become a pop culture phenomenon onto itself. So I feel like it's just going to keep going with whatever the market demands. People seem to like the futuristic bullshit, so.
Well, I'm not one of those people. I hate those stupid exoskeleton bullshit. It takes away from the gameplay, I think.
Really? Okay. I mean,
yeah, because like it makes you so forced to just look around like so much, and like when you don't have to look up, you have to look up.
I know it's so hard to not have all your enemies right in front of you.
Well, I mean,
I agree with him actually.
I don't.
Like-
I know what you're saying. Verticality adds a level of complex. I feel like Titanfall handled it well because they added bots.
Yeah.
No, I know exactly what you're saying, and unfortunately, you're in the minority because the games keep selling better the more exoskeletons they put on things. So.
I mean, I'm still gonna pick up Black Ops 3 just to see
Well,
how.
there
it
you go.
goes.
See, that's the problem. So if you weren't to buy the game, and a lot of other people weren't to buy the game, then they would change what they're making. But they're not going to change it because you're buying it.
Yeah, I see where I'm doing with that, but
And I'm not
Maybe
saying
if we made less 9/11 jokes.
I'm not saying boycott it. I'm just saying like you're playing it because it's probably kind of fun for you, right? I mean, I would assume.
yeah, I've been playing it since I was like in 7th grade. So
did you buy all the other called like Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 2 and all those other ones like after the World War II ones? Did you buy those?
I bought up to Advanced Warfare. Yeah.
So that's the problem. I mean, like
Yeah.
honestly, like if again you have to kind of convince your friends to not buy those games. And then maybe they'll go to World War I. You know, like who knows?
Hey, that's what we want.
I think if they'll go back, I mean, it's their legacy. Like that's where the game spawned, and I think they're going to go back to it at some point. But yeah, I mean, no one's clamoring for it though.
I think at some point.
It'd just be a good PR win. Sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. I'm just I do the most talking here, and I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I
You
think
played the most of the game.
No, I'm saying. I mean, looking into the future, I think it's actually kind of funny. I think it's going to end up just becoming convergence. We're going to end up catching up to the future soon with VR and everything else. That I think Call of Duty is going to end up becoming like a paintball park you go to, where you just strap on, your haptic vest and put on some
Your
goggles.
exoskeleton?
Ooh. Basically, yeah. And I think it's like, I mean, we're talking like 10 years from now, but when things change that way. But
somebody gets a nosebleed and dies.
Yeah,
I mean, VR harness.
We're catching up to the future in a way that I think you're going to be able to just jump between whatever time period that you want. Like I imagine they'll do some like a remix mode at some point where in the middle,
Man versus Exo-Man.
I'm just gonna say in the middle of a match you would probably switch between time periods. Like
That'd be fucking sweet.
You know they're gonna do time travel at some point.
Oh my god, a temporal vortex.
Time splitters.
Yeah, and then it's like you're stuck with your World War I weapon while I got my exosuit, but you get the kill because of gangrene.
Because you get a musket, which is a more powerful gun.
That's not true. Noah, thank you for the call. I really appreciate
Thank you guys very much for having me on.
Oh, of course. Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, let's take Victor. Ooh. Hey, Victor, are you there?
Yeah, and it's like.
Victor, you're listening to the podcast right now. Can you turn it down? Victor? Oh, Victor fell asleep.
Okay.
Let's see here.
So do you remember the film Airheads?
Heatquake. Yeah, I remember.
Okay, we'll talk about it later.
Heatquake, are you there?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Hey, what's up?
Nothing. What's your call about, or what's your question about Call of Duty or Black Ops 3?
What are you guys looking forward to in Black Ops 3?
Nothing at all.
Who's that? Is that your little brother?
Yeah, it is.
You get him off the phone!
Yeah, he's real edgy. I like him.
Man.
Would you call
Sticking
me?
it to Black Ops.
I didn't call you anything. I said get off the phone.
No.
Oh, Bruce!
I'm confused.
I'm gonna hang up on this little boy if you don't get him out of here.
That's not the first time.
Beat up your little brother!
All right, Heatquake.
I want to hear it!
What are we looking forward to most in Call of Duty?
Black Ops 3.
Oh,
yeah.
Black Ops 3.
Lawrence and Adam is probably the best to answer this question.
I don't know. Like I said, it's the Honda Civic of games where I'm like, I don't know. I mean, the fact that I can connect my phone to the radio system via Bluetooth is pretty cool.
So you're looking forward to a reliably fun shooter that you'll play for a few weeks.
That's basically it. It is so vanilla at this point where it's just like, I'm not going to be disappointed. It's going to be okay, but like, I'm so much more excited for Metal Gear Solid and Fallout and these things that don't come out every year. That it's like, it's not Call of Duty's fault. It's a business. I'm not faulting them for it.
Sometimes you need vanilla.
And it keeps a lot of people happy. That's the thing. This is the game that
Vanilla keeps the wife happy.
Well, it's just his little brother in the background. who's
Heatquake, what are you
furiously messaging him?
What are you and your little brother looking forward to for Black Ops 3?
I'm just looking forward to something I can enjoy playing after Advanced Warfare.
What about your little brother?
What are you looking forward to in Black Ops 3, Tyler?
Your mom.
My mom.
I don't care!
Man!
I love him.
Man.
Diego, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Do you have a question about Call of Duty or Black Ops 3?
Yeah, sure. What's up, guys? All the way from Costa Rica. Huge fan. by the
Hey,
way.
thanks for calling, man.
Bienvenidos a FAQcast.
Yeah, well, my question is mostly based because I used to be a really huge Call of Duty player. And I hate it after like, hello, yeah, I'm here.
Who are you talking to right now? Because we didn't say anything.
Oh, sorry. The thing is that I don't know. I feel like they went like a really huge multiplayer area, and they like lost the campaign thing, and I was like in love with it mostly because of the World War thing. And I don't know. I haven't played any of the new Call of Duties, and I feel like they've lost it. But they at the same time they went with the like economic thing because multiplayer sells a lot. So, what do you guys think of the Black Ops 3 in the way that is it gonna catch up to their old games, or is it gonna be like the same thing they used to have, or
There was
is
a
it gonna be
question.
mostly multiplayer?
All right, that was the question. Thank you, Diego. Go ahead.
What was the question?
I think the campaign for Advanced Warfare was really good. I'm confused. I don't think the campaign's ever died. Black Ops 2 had a pretty good one, even if it was confusing. Advanced Warfare had a pretty good one. Ghost didn't have a great one.
I thought it was awful. But go ahead.
Well, yeah, Ghost was the worst, I would assume, right?
I don't know. They've had 3 years to make this game, and I think a campaign is part of it. There was a doggy.
There was a dog.
So I don't know. It's hard for me to answer the question because I kind of don't agree with the basic thing you're saying. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like you're saying the campaigns have been shit and you want a good campaign. Is that right?
Yeah, mostly because they focus more on the multiplayer area.
Diego, what's a game that has a good campaign to you?
A good campaign?
Yeah.
Warcraft 3, The Frozen Throne.
Joel, let him answer.
Yeah, actually, Warcraft things have really good campaigns.
Oh, that's your problem. You're playing Warcraft and not Call of Duty.
Like in a shooter.
Shooter.
What's a good
Yes.
FPS
Medal of
story?
Honor had really cool campaigns.
Medal of Honor.
Sounds like you just don't like for FPS campaign.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to
Yeah,
me.
I mean, look, Call of Duty is always going to suffer because Lawrence put this the best. You're essentially in a haunted mansion. It's the haunted house ride or whatever of video games where like ooh, something popped out and got you, but you're not gonna die. It's sort of like a movie experience at this point. Like the ghost kind of pops out and you shoot him and he goes away and then you continue. It's just, you're shooting humans and you're gonna run out of way to shoot at humans.
Yeah.
I think, in my opinion, this is me, and they shouldn't do this because I don't make money off of ideas. It would be really cool. Hear me out. Killing a human is a lot of work.
Okay.
Like imagine
where this is going.
So imagine you go through Call of Duty and you only have like 5 bullets, but there's like 10 dudes you got to kill throughout the entire
You're
campaign.
talking about Resident Evil.
No, I don't know. Just make it.
People seem
rough.
to like the Gears of War campaign, I guess, right?
No, I don't care.
I did.
It was
I like
okay.
the Gears
Like
1
that.
campaign was
It's
my
cool.
favorite.
I don't know. You need some sort of unique aspect to it to make a first-person shooter.
Yeah, Diego,
story
it sounds like
interesting.
you're bored in general of these games.
Frisbee's cool.
Yeah, but I think like on the perspective of like Costa Rica and Latin American countries, I believe Call of Duty and those companies went on that way because
Skype crashed.
Man.
Skype.
Oh, shit.
Oh
Skype
no.
super
Skype super crashed.
So unfortunately, too many people called.
Hold on.
And
I
Skype's.
think that's what it was.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm signing back in just to see
fine.
if.
Sorry. Me.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Damn it.
It's all you. In the middle. Oh, what?
Oh,
Skype's updating. It's updating.
Oh, it's updating.
That's why it
Thank
crashed.
you, Skype!
It crashed because it had to update while we were on it. Are you shitting me,
It's
Skype?
the perfect program, Bruce.
Got it.
All right, there you go. Boy, that's a long one.
I don't like
How long it is? It's a minute long.
I don't like the sound when Lawrence's ass is in my face.
It's a minute
I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it play until we get more calls.
Sorry for the crash.
Sorry, Diego. We did not hang up on you.
Was that it? No, it's still going.
No,
there's
it's
more,
got
there's more.
40 seconds more.
Oh.
Oh, we got it.
God damn it. Carl.
Carl, you there? Carl?
Carl?
Did all the options change again?
Let's check. Carl?
Jesus Christ.
No.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, yeah, hold on.
Fuck
I
me.
got
He's
it.
probably
I'll get him.
talking.
Hang
I'll
on,
get him back.
hang on.
I'll get him back.
Hello?
Hey, Carl. Hey, what's your question about Call of Duty?
Yeah, well, I was just wondering, a lot of the Call of Duty games sort of, I would say, arguably follow the same formula. What do you think is one thing that the people behind Call of Duty could do to maybe change it up, to maybe broaden their audience?
Have you heard of this game called Titanfall?
Broaden the audience.
Yes,
That's basically what those guys did. So they left because they weren't able to make the game they wanted to make, and they went and made Titanfall.
Yeah.
And it's funny because everybody sort of likens Titanfall to Call of Duty, and Titanfall's a variation on Call of Duty, but it is pretty different. And my theory has always been that they wanted to make Titanfall for the next Call of Duty iteration, and the executives, or I guess the people in charge, wouldn't let them, so they left and to make their own game.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Right now, they're gonna like Adam said, they're gonna keep making the same game because it keeps selling.
They're surrounded by yes men
Well,
and
it's-
company cow towers.
It's not even that. You said what can they do to broaden the audience? It's the best-selling shooter of all time. Its audience is already the most broad.
Yeah.
So I'm curious.
But what about Hawaii?
Like, yeah, what audience do you think exists that Call of Duty isn't already capturing?
Well, I mean, no, you're right. I would say that the people who are buying Black Ops 3 are the same people that bought Modern Warfare, the first one. You know, it's kind of always been the same audience. And I suppose, you know, from a financial point of view, they wouldn't have any interest of widening their audience. But would there be any reason to widen the audience? I don't know.
No, they absolutely want to widen the audience. That's the whole point. That's why it doesn't change. Change freaks people out.
They want it to be the whole world. I mean, the best-selling game of all time is basically, other than Tetris, it's GTA, the most recent best-selling game. And GTA has probably had the broadest audience. So I don't know how you would combine those two games or make them
open world
Call of Duty
with like Destiny style heroin needles.
Yeah, that's true.
As an outsider, it seems like they the way that they try to get a broader audience every year is by saying the graphics are going to be awesome and we're adding a dog and that's how we're going to get people in. Whereas
Honda Civic, man.
What's that?
Is it Honda Civic?
Or yeah, it's a Honda
Got
Civic,
cigarette
and
lighter.
the Civic does that too. Where the Civic's like, we're adding a new color to the car this
Yeah.
year and a sunroof or
Yeah,
whatever.
I mean, there's only so much you can do to a four-cylinder, four-door vehicle. Like,
right.
It's only going to go so
Unless
far.
you get the coupe.
But shitloads of people buy that Civic. Shitloads of people buy it.
Yeah. Actually, my bad. It's a Prius.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, that's a better example.
No, it's not a Prius.
Absolutely
Call of
better
Duty is
example.
the
Yeah,
Prius.
it is absolutely.
Because I see 16 of them on the road on my ride into work, and it takes me 5 minutes
Right,
to
but
get
the
here.
difference is that Prius is cool and Call of Duty is not cool.
Anyway, in closing, Joel owns a Prius, and we're all sorry for him.
Carl, sorry about the meandering response. We appreciate the call.
You're absolutely fine. Hey, I just want to say that you guys are absolutely great. I switched over from Achievement Hunter to you guys.
No,
You
watch
guys-
them both.
Watch them
them
both.
Watch
Great
both.
group
There's,
of guys.
there's no switching.
We love those guys.
Yeah, come on, watch them both.
I wear their
no switching. I'm
clothes.
still watching both, but you guys are preferable now.
Well, either way, thank you for the call. We appreciate it.
Yeah, and fuck Achievement Hunter.
thank
Yeah,
you
fuck
guys.
those guys.
Whoa, easy.
What? I'm sorry.
Easy.
It just came out.
Give us one.
Wait, what? Give us the
Adam Lee. That's my name.
Oh, that's the trumpeter.
Hold on.
Adam, are you there?
Hello.
Hello, Adam. Do you have a question about Call of Duty or Black Ops 3?
You have most of my name.
I do have a question about Call of Duty.
All right.
You've been talking about how Call of Duty compares to different cars.
Yes.
I'm not a car kind of person.
Okay.
Okay.
So I want to know, and you're gonna have to explain it to me because I am English.
It's whole wheat bread.
What type of chocolate would
It's
Call of
Hershey's.
Duty be?
Hershey's.
It's Hershey's or Cadbury. It's like the broadest, most popular chocolate in the world. I was gonna say it's like McDonald's hamburgers, and that boy, I don't like McDonald's hamburgers that much, but it is a perfectly crafted hamburger.
Yeah.
That reminds me of my childhood.
It's what's like a? Do you have Budweiser in the UK?
I don't think you're allowed to talk about alcohol if you're under 18 in this country, so I'm gonna just stay quiet about that one.
Yeah.
Is Bobby going to propel him through the window?
What's a really common beer in the UK, Adam?
Budweiser or the Carlsberg.
Carlsberg. Okay. It's basically the Carlsberg.
Yeah, it's the one that everyone drinks, but you're never really left satisfied, and there's nothing really dangerous or new about it.
But they're coming out with a new one next year.
Yeah, and you know what? It's going to sell a shitload next year.
Carlsberg Ultra.
Thank you for the call, Adam. We appreciate it.
Anytime.
Love your name.
Hold on.
Here we go.
Let's see if this is really the man, the myth, the legend. Optic J, are you there?
Yes.
No, you tricked us, you
it's
piece
not
of shit.
you. It's not you. You,
Oh, shit.
you son of a bitch.
Give him a fart.
Oh, hold on.
Hey, Bruce, sorry.
Jake, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah. Do you have a question about Call of Duty or Black Ops 3?
Yeah. So since there's a negative aura to Call of Duty, most people don't really want to play it anymore. What do you think Activision and the other companies can do to make people want to play Call of Duty again?
So I think actually what you're talking about is, I call it the Bieber effect, and this changes every year because there's always a Justin Bieber, there's always a Call of Duty, there's always this top tier thing that what you're describing, what you're saying is a lot of people don't like, is it's so popular, it's so polarizing that everyone in the world has an opinion on it. What's scary is when you create something that no one has an opinion on. Like recently, have you heard of the game N++? Lewis?
I think no.
Or Jake?
Jake.
What's his name?
His name is Jake.
Jake? Jake.
Oh boy, he hadn't heard of it. That he just hung up. He just ran away.
Well, this is just another story. This is anyway.
It sells ridiculously well. I think it's more of like the echo chamber syndrome, where you get on your forum and everybody's like, "We agree. We all hate Call of Duty. Why does it keep selling? Because there's 10 people in that thread and 10 million people in the world that aren't in that thread, and they just buy it and play it and have
Yeah,
fun."
and it's a strange thing. Like, so even if 50,000 people, which I don't know if you've been in a room with 50,000 people, it's a lot of damn people. If they all stood there, crossed their arms, said, "Fuck Call of Duty, we're not going to buy it. We hate everything about it." Still a minority.
Yeah.
Still, you are still next to nothing to the millions of people who are buying it.
So
Yeah.
what Adam says is 100% correct about Justin Bieber. You have to sort of broaden your view and your perspective of the world and realize that for every 10 people that don't like Justin Bieber, there are literally 10,000 or a million people. That
And they're
like
not
Justin
on
Bieber.
the internet making their opinions heard and finding people who agree with them.
And here's the thing that in regards to the last call, if I might digress backwards a little bit. We were talking about popular beer, popular chocolate or whatever. Yeah, it's like it's a little bland and it's mass produced. But I was reading an article that a brewer wrote about Budweiser, and he was like an independent brewer, and what he was saying was, actually, it's technically incredible what Budweiser does, because they've got brewing locations around the world, and their product tastes the same no matter where you fucking live. And the fact that they can achieve that kind of consistency, and like the people like that. So there's something to be said for the fact that technically they're still creating a really well crafted, perfectly fun, decently fine experience that you know what you're going to get every year, and some people really, really enjoy that.
I was going to say the assembly line sort of thing that Activision has created with Call of Duty is impressive.
It really is. Yeah,
It
really
takes
is.
some developers 20 years to get a game out, and these guys are cranking it out every 2 to 3 years, and it's like, that's insane.
Yeah, it really is.
It doesn't mean you have to like it. I'm just saying you should probably appreciate the work that goes into it.
Yes, exactly.
Chris, are you there?
I am.
Hey, how you doing, Chris?
I am doing well, and yourselves?
I think we're very well. Call of Duty or Black Ops 3 question, do you have one?
I do. The one thing that's kind of I've never understood about Call of Duty in general is the whole you play multiplayer, you get all these awesome weapons, and then you go prestige and you lose everything and you have to start all over. It makes no sense to me. I was just wondering what you guys thought of that.
It's just giving yourself another carrot. That's all.
I'm going to paint a picture for you.
Yeah.
There's a piece of food. It's hanging from a string. Attached to that string is a stick. You're very hungry.
And the stick's hanging off the back. You can never get it, but it's always right in front of you. Now, the interesting thing about Prestige is that Prestige does show what? A little icon next to your name that means you prestiged?
To show people how legit
I
you
just
are.
always thought it was somebody like wanting to add an extra inch to their penis.
Yeah, sure.
That's exactly what it is.
It's a bit of a bragging, right? Like, that's it.
It's
and
like
look,
achievement points.
Look, I mean, speaking from personal experience, you can't add another inch to your penis.
I've tried many times.
Don't buy the pumps.
Don't buy
It's
the
a
pumps.
waste of time.
But yeah, I work for a pump company, and I'm not very happy with that remark. So
Yeah. Trump's pump comp.
yeah, pump cup.
I mean, the best, I guess, metaphor that I can use for this is heroin addiction. You will never
delicious.
get that I don't know, just drug addiction in general. Like, you'll never get that first high. You'll never get that first experience. This is with everything in life. Like, people, I get this question sometimes. People will be like, what's your favorite food in the world? And it's always like, nothing. Nothing is my favorite food, because you will never be able to enjoy that first time you took that first bite and you went, whoa. You're always going to be trying to chase that moment with something else. And Call of Duty, actually, Prestige mode facilitates that need where you're always getting that, like, I'm getting everything. Then you have everything. So Prestige mode is like, you can have that feeling again. It won't be the same, but it'll be a little different, but it's similar. And that's all it is people just trying to just tap that needle into their arm or shove that burger in their mouth.
They're always chasing that dragon.
Always chasing the
Or
dragon.
the penis pump.
Thank you for the question, Chris.
Thank you, guys.
All right, talk to you later. Joel, I'm curious. I bet Joel has a favorite food. Joel, what's your favorite food?
You can't get it here in the United States.
I knew it. That's why I asked. That's why.
Joel's so much better than us.
Michael, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, do you have a question about Call of Duty or Black Ops 3?
Yeah, I've actually heard a lot of different people saying that, the supers that have been introduced are very reminiscent of Destiny.
Yep.
I'm not sure, do you guys think that it's a bit of a copy, that now that Destiny's that they're all under Activision, that they're trying to take the whole idea of, one-hit kills and bring it into Call of Duty as well? Is it a problem for the game, or do you think they'll
I don't think being
People
under
work.
Activision makes it any different because do you have any brothers or sisters?
Cousins.
Okay. Okay. So a good example is if Achievement Hunter were to make a show called Open House, we'd go, "What the fuck, dude?" It's like we're all under Rooster Teeth, we're all friends. But like if you do a 1-to-1 copy, like there is inner fighting. Like people would get mad at that sort of stuff. So if anything, I can't imagine Bungie would be very happy about that. Or they did talk about it before and said, "We love that idea. Can we put it in?" They're like, "Yeah, go ahead, go for it." Because I know exactly what you're talking about. There's one move that a character does that looks exactly like the Titan. He does he has like a 2-hand slam.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, that's straight out of Destiny.
And there is also like the gunslinger that he just has the insta-kill bullets that's like you build up to a gun.
If anything, like I said, I would give Treyarch the benefit of the doubt and say this is something they had been working on for a while and that great minds think alike. And they are good development studios and they probably just, this is why Activision invested so much money into Bungie because they saw the potential and Treyarch's a really good studio and they hired the best. So they all probably came to the same conclusion at some point and they probably met at a party and be like, "You had that idea? I had that idea." And then they butt fuck and then it's like,
Ugh.
what?
Jeez. I don't think they butt fucked, Michael. I think they just put it in the game.
That answer
True.
went.
And who knows, they may do it better.
I think it's just a case of like what makes the game better and more fun to play.
Yeah.
And if they saw that in Destiny and they're like, maybe we can do something with that and put it in the game in their own way and the way that works in Black Ops 3, that's not a bad thing.
I didn't even think about it. You actually even activate it the exact same way with the
those
2 bumpers. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good mechanic. Bungie makes good game mechanics, and it's no secret. You saw a bunch of ideas from Halo start to work its way into other shooters as well, specifically the twin stick like aiming reloading system.
Yeah.
So
and then working vice versa.
yeah, it's not uncommon for one game dev to come up with a really cool mechanic and that to just disseminate to other games because it's a good idea.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's like nobody at Activision sent out an email saying we're putting this overdrive in all of our games now.
Right.
That it's just more like these are smart people that make good product, and if a good idea comes from anywhere, they'll adapt it and make their game better with it.
Thank you for the. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say thank you for the call.
Oh, yeah.
I hope they go to court.
Yeah, thanks, Michael. We appreciate it.
Activision sues Activision.
All those butt fucking videos.
Even though Bungie's not.
Well,
owned by
guys,
Activision.
I've got good news. We made it to the end of the Fat Cast.
We did.
What?
Oh, there's a lot of people still on hold.
Is that our 20-gun salute?
We're shooting down all the people.
Thanks for listening. We appreciate
Once again, thank you everyone for calling and taking
Sorry
a
for
look
your
at
call.
Son, where'd you find this?
I apologize.
Next week.
Give us a cheese dog.
On behalf of everyone here at Funhouse, I apologize for Bruce.
Kill him.
It's chocolate crest. I don't know if it's gonna.
Yeah! God damn it. Thanks for calling, guys.
All right, bye.
We're good. We're good. This looks like one of those shitty toys that they sell as a movie tie-in, even though the character never wrote on it. The Stark cycle.
When the tire blows off the front. Breakaway damage.
Hit the action button to blow off the front tire and lose your enemies in the dust.
You gotta go.
Oh, watch out for
Thank you,
cars.
citizen. Slow down.
Careful.
Hold on.
You gotta go.
Hagrid, chill.
It's like, oh, Dad's wearing his Captain America suit.
Yeah.
Oh, you're over there.
Yeah.
Ow. Okay. I see how it is.
Are you guys ready for some amazing content?
I'm right on like a.
I am.
Yeah. Here. Oh my gosh.
Hit me with one.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to a live version of the FAQ podcast. Bruce is our soundboard.
Gotta go right in there.
I'm putting it on the mic.
It's on the top.
Anyway.
DJ Bruce.
Watch a bunch of dudes struggle with the microphone. So this is where we take your questions live.
That's right. Anyway, yes.
Whose questions?
So there's a little twist. If anyone in the audience has a question for us, you're allowed to ask us
That's
anything.
right. We're putting you guys on the spot.
Yeah.
So you ask us questions, and then we answer them and probably make fun of you. The goal was to play annoying noises, but apparently that's not working.
It's not. It's not working on the. Here, hold on.
How?
Listen, everybody, listen really close.
Okay. Well, okay, we can have one mic for the audience and one mic for stupid sound effects.
Well, then what do I? How do I talk?
No, you're.
Oh.
Joel.
No, you'd have to take
dog.
for the audience.
What about this doesn't make sense? Anyway, okay, so each podcast typically has a theme. You guys get to ask us questions about something that it gives construct. Otherwise, people ask kind of boring questions. So you have to ask us questions about PAX as a convention or about travel. What's it like for us, for you? That would be weird if you asked about you, but we could try and answer it anyway.
Did you say about travel?
Yeah.
Or just ask
Video
events.
games
Or ask a
video
question
games.
about video games too.
Looking for great deals on trips to Cancun?
Lawrence Ossity.
Lawrence is going down there, getting the pit.
Oh, look out!
Oh!
The best part before all this started, Lawrence goes, "I'll let you intro it. You do it," and then he just shit all over me. This is great.
It doesn't work here.
Hello.
Wait, what is it related to?
Lawrence, get it right up in there because you can't hear.
Okay. Hardest part about traveling.
What did she say?
The hardest.
That's the hardest part about traveling.
Hold on.
All right, keep going.
Wait.
I work with idiots. Okay, so
go ahead.
What? No, you
The
answer.
hardest part about traveling is the
Is
getting
corralling.
on the plane.
I was gonna say corralling all of Funhouse to be.
By the way,
same place.
have you seen Sean Poole around?
You haven't seen Sean Poole.
Yeah, have you seen Spool anywhere? Because he's missing.
I think enough of us. We've been doing this for long enough that this is easy.
Yeah.
Like Seattle's nothing. We live in LA. It's a 3-hour flight. It's keeping a hold of Spool. We don't know where he is.
Every time we do this, it's basically like Home Alone 2. We're all rushing through the airport. Oh, there he is!
Oh, look
Sean
at that.
made it.
Decided to show up late.
We're all rushing through the airport, and then Sean has to hang back to change the batteries on his Talkboy.
Yeah.
But then he ends up following the wrong group of YouTubers to New York City instead of to Seattle. So.
Hi. Thanks for showing up.
My Uber driver got lost.
Why were you in a car?
Yeah. Why did you leave the
Where
convention?
did you go?
Because it's windy out there and scary.
No, but
Where
I
did
just
you
stayed
go?
here.
Where were you traveling?
Yeah, I have a question. Where did you go?
So I went back to our Airbnb
Oh my God.
for like a half an hour.
It's really far away, guys.
I'm
The
gonna
Airbnb
take
is
a
really
cat
far away.
nap. All right.
All right. Anyone
Sorry,
else have a
Lawrence.
Next
question?
question.
Yeah, you. What's up?
Where's Peak?
Oh, fuck me.
Where's Peak?
Matt Peak is where I was. He's editing Open House right now
There you go.
for Tuesday.
Ooh. Okay, you got a question?
Stop with the ringtone horn.
That's all I've got.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. So no Peak. Yeah, Peak's working. What is he editing right now?
He's editing Open House.
Okay.
Yeah, he's editing.
Yeah, that's part of one of the problems with traveling. We always need to still do work.
Somebody's still editing.
And
So-
we came off having just traveled for like RTX, so there was
right.
no point where we could speed back up and get ahead on things. So
we're sacrificing ourselves for you.
They don't care.
No.
They don't care. They just want to watch a video.
Oh, right.
All right.
All right. What's your question?
All right. So, what's
All right.
the weirdest thing that's ever happened to you guys on like a flight?
What's the lamest
the
thing?
weirdest thing that ever happened on a flight.
On a flight.
Tell them about your flight. The vomiting flight.
Oh yeah, this is terrible. Oh man, so my girlfriend and I were coming back from a vacation, and we had a really long flight, like a 12-hour flight, and the in front of us was a family with 2 small children, like the ages of 2 and 3, and across the aisle from us was another family with small children, and both of the kids had stomach viruses, and they were puking the entire flight. And I say they were puking the entire flight, and you're probably thinking to yourself, oh, they threw up a couple times. I literally mean it was nonstop puke for 8 hours. And the amount of liquid that came out of these children was truly impressive. They went through, I'm not joking you, 6 or 7 vomit bags, filling it up to the top and then having to go throw it out. You couldn't do anything, so I wasn't upset with them. It was just really sad, man.
There was one time where we were traveling, I don't remember where, but Bruce does this thing where if he's in group 3, he's probably going to try and get on at group 1 and then try and get on at group 2 just to see if he can. And one time he tried that because we were group 2 and he's group 3. He tried to go on with us.
Yeah, here.
The woman was like,
Here, reenact it. All right,
Okay.
so you're Bruce.
All right.
I'm checking people's tickets. Okay. Sir, let me sit. No,
I'm with them.
No, sir.
I'm with them.
No, sir.
I'm with.
We're boarding group. Sir.
They almost called the TSA to
No,
drag
they
Bruce out of
didn't.
there.
No, they
pulled out their gun and they said, "You freeze! You freeze!" And it's like,
Bruce is worse than a terrorist.
She made me stand next to her for the rest of the time as they were boarding.
She
couldn't trust you after that.
You had to hold her hand.
Lawrence, next question.
All right.
What's your question? Like the Phil Donahue.
When you guys are
Funhouse.
traveling, who rooms with who and who's a bad and a good roommate?
Normally, Adam and I share a bed. That's not a joke, by the way.
Normally,
Germany was magical.
Normally, Joel and I share an atom. No, it kind of depends.
We got screwed out of our Airbnb this week.
Yeah, so for this one, we were originally going to try and get 2 Airbnbs, and we were just going to stay at like 2 apartments in the area. But then at the last minute, one of them just got canceled, so then we had to get hotels, and so For this one, I have my own room. Joel has his own room.
I have 2 beds in my room.
And then,
Whoa!
And then
Who's the lucky lad coming home with me?
I like that you were trying to decide which one you were going to say.
Girlfriend.
And then we have an Airbnb that's amazing. It's a fantastic place.
You should come by.
Yeah, you should actually come by. I'll give you the address later. Dex, you're not allowed to come. Sorry.
No, Dex.
Hi, Dex.
Lawrence, next question, please.
That's a good-looking jacket. All right, I saw a hand over here. You.
Have you guys played Butt Sniffing Pugs over at the...
Not yet.
Yeah, has anybody played that yet?
No.
Butt Sniffing Pugs.
Yeah,
Nope.
it was at E3, and then I think it was at RTX. Like, this is what I've been noticing. There's a trend. We come to conventions and we don't play games. It's very frustrating. Did we played something? Maybe. No, we haven't played anything yet.
You and I?
Yeah.
No, we went to the Rock Band. Okay, here's a fun story. We went to the Rock Band booth yesterday.
Yeah.
We're just kind of over there, and then while we're there, Tim Schafer just walks up within like arm's length of me, and he's like, "Oh, I'm here to play Rock Band," and I was like, "I love you. I love you. I want to touch you."
Did he cut in front of you to play Rock
He
Band?
did, so I didn't get to play. But anyway, it's bittersweet. Yeah, we don't get to play any games while
Yeah,
we're
well, it's
here.
because typically we're running either from here or to the Rooster Teeth booth signing stuff, and so we do that thing. You ever been in a wheelchair at like Disneyland? Not like disabled.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Oh, absolutely.
All the time.
Or,
yeah, that's what
or
I
you
do
ever done
every-
like single rider lines at like Disneyland or Magic Mountain or something like that?
Yeah.
That's basically all we have time for. We have to like, we'll sneak up to like Microsoft and be like, you got room? You got room? And then they'll go, absolutely not. Go to the back of the
privilege
line.
is showing right now.
What?
Your privilege is showing.
No. And that barely works. That's like sometimes. Mega 64 gave us some clothes.
It's really
Oh, yeah.
frustrating
That's
too
the best part
because
so far.
like Adam and I like to play Smite a lot, and it's right there. Like I can almost touch it.
You think if we yell loud enough, they'll bring codes over?
Smite! 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 Give me a code!
Lawrence, next
That was very loud. All right. We got 3 banked up already.
Look at Lawrence.
All right, what's your question?
So, seeing as VR is so relevant here and is just getting so huge, what is your favorite VR experience that you've dealt with so far?
Our favorite VR experience?
Yeah, favorite.
We had a great VR experience yesterday.
Yeah, we did. We went and saw the HTC Vive at Valve, and we got to play it. And they showed us like the Aperture Laboratories demo. It was amazing. It was like you have to actually be in it to understand what it is. Like I don't know if you tried Oculus Rift. Have you tried Oculus? Okay. What did you think of Oculus? Did you like it? Oh, okay. All right, yeah. So you had your glasses on. But, I mean, Oculus is really, really good. The Vive sold me. Like, I was immediately sold once I stepped inside.
To me, it was the controllers made the experience so much more immersive. And the Aperture Lab demo, which I guess they've released online, you can watch it. Or
Yeah.
I think you can watch it. It's really fun and funny and amazing because you're in the room. But the thing that I liked the most was there's like a black space that you're in and you are painting in 3 dimensions with paintbrushes and different filters and all sorts of stuff, and it's like 3-dimensional Photoshop, and it's mind-blowing. You can paint like circles around yourself and stars and all sorts of snowflakes and all sorts of cool stuff.
Yeah, it's really hard to explain this sort of stuff because it's quite literally seeing is believing, and I highly recommend if you ever get to do a VR demo, do it. But like what Joel's talking about, you could draw a circle and then stick your head in the circle and look at it. Like,
Yeah, it's all 3D.
yeah, and it's all one-to-one.
In Joel's case, he drew a redhead, a topless redhead.
He did.
And then
I'm a naughty boy.
Yeah.
Who does he greet?
We're waiting to hear back from Valve. We took a screenshot of Joel's art, and we're waiting for Valve to like let us share it. So
Yeah.
we'll see. But that was awesome.
Good question.
Yeah.
I like this. They're coming to me now. What is your question, young lady?
Hey, okay, so I know the community of gaming online is a very good community. In terms of travel, have you guys ever met someone online and wanted to go out and meet them in real life at a convention or wherever? And have you ever done that?
Do you mean somebody romantically?
No.
Or just like a friend?
Anyone?
Joel, she's asking you out.
I invited the lads back to my apartment tonight. Sorry.
Team lads?
Can you repeat the question? I didn't hear it.
Have we ever met anybody that in real life that we had been talking to online? All the time. Like a lot of our community members, the people that we're actually close friends with now, we initially met either on Twitter or Instagram or
You
I
get
actually,
out
yeah, I met those guys online for the first time. These little YouTube babies.
Ladies and gentlemen, sex
our email
offenders.
pen pals.
Come here. Come sit on our lap.
Aw.
Come on.
I am.
You guys know who
Come on
these
over
guys-
here.
you-
Come on,
you know who
James.
these guys are?
Come on.
They're
Oh, look at how cute he is.
Look at
Yeah,
this
these are
guy.
some
Look how cute he is.
Look at this guy.
Huh?
I talked
Pop myself a James.
How's it going?
I love you guys.
I love you.
Scratch his belly to see if we can get his leg to kick. There it is.
Oh.
There it is.
Yeah, your crotch is kind of warm.
Yeah.
Do you guys?
I know it's warm up here.
Do you
fun.
guys, Alex and James, do you meet people online and then meet them in real life?
Oh yeah. All the time.
Ew.
No, but
Yeah.
like through work.
Hanson comes out.
Huh?
Through like.
Yeah, I set up appointments
Oh, okay.
and such.
Yeah.
Joel, I left swiped you on Tinder. I mean, right swiped you earlier. I don't know if you saw it
It's
or
a
not.
secret profile.
I just wanted to see if you saw my profile and you're gonna answer me back. Because I really want to go on a
Which
date.
way did you swipe, Joel?
Next question.
Joel, I think he's asking you out.
Everybody's asking out, Joel, who wants to go out on a date with me?
Nobody raised
Raise
their
your
hand.
hand.
Wow.
Few hands?
Nobody raised their
That
hand.
one girl laughed. She's like,
All right. Lawrence, you have another question.
Yeah.
all right, you're getting heavy.
Oh, you can leave whenever you guys want. It's fine.
Okay, what's the weirdest experience
buddy,
you've had
buddy.
with a fan at a convention?
That one right there.
What?
Over there.
What's the weirdest experience we've had with a fan at a convention?
I mean, some people get nervous. Like some people just like walk up, which I don't understand. Like I don't understand when people are nervous. Like
You were
meeting
nervous
us.
around Tim Schafer.
Yeah, but Tim Schafer has accomplished things with his life.
You look at you. You're wearing a hat. You're on a stage.
Why are you doing that?
Vote Mega 64.
What's wrong with your hands?
I'm wearing all Mega 64 gear. These are the Mega 64 fingerless gloves.
Mega 64.
Oh, just stop.
No, Mega 64.
Okay.
So I mean, people get nervous. So I mean, even if there's a ton of awkward experiences that we have in any given signing or whatever. But it's not like it doesn't make me feel strange.
Right.
Like I don't feel uncomfortable around like anyone that I've ever met. And I'm like, okay, you shouldn't be nervous, but I get that you're nervous, and I, like we just saw, I get nervous sometimes around people too. So I mean, Tim Schafer may think that I'm some sort of weirdo dork who's just like staring at him in the
He
back.
does.
But like,
Yeah, he thinks that.
you know,
Tim Schafer, what's your weirdest convention experience with a fan? I was in line to play Rock Band.
guy came up to me and said, "I'll be your toilet."
I'm the opposite. And I make like every interaction with a fan awkward because I just say things.
Oh, because you make it awkward.
Yeah, I
I
was just
try
saying,
and
that's
be
normally-
funny, and that's my downfall.
Oh, you try and be funny. Oh, Spool's not very funny, not very often.
No.
That's what makes him really funny, though.
Yeah.
That's,
I don't get nervous. I just dwell.
Oh,
Lose
yeah.
Sleep on it. James mocks me for this, but like, I'll lay it out there at night, just like sitting there, and I'm like, did I say something mean to that guy? Like,
Yes.
I may have pissed off a
absolutely did.
fan.
yeah, you did.
Absolutely.
They don't
I
like
just-
you.
And I dwell on things, and I lose sleep, and then I do it again.
Yeah, the fans don't like you, Adam. That's what they told me.
Who here doesn't like Adam?
There's that
Ooh,
same
a
guy.
lot of hands.
He wants to go out on a date with Joel, and he hates
That
Adam.
one girl went.
Lawrence.
Yeah, see,
Lawrence, feel free to answer these questions
Yeah,
too,
Lawrence,
just because
I
you're
don't
on
want you to be,
stage.
oh, it's all
pulled out of the
weird.
equation.
You're learning how to be a drill
guy with his
instructor.
crotch.
I know.
Oh yeah. Oh wait. Yeah,
Lawrence is
drill
like,
sergeant's
hey, you got a question over here? The guy's like,
you move. It's this guy.
no.
Jumping back to travel, is there anywhere that you haven't been to but want to get to, or on the reverse side, anywhere you're okay not going back to?
Australia.
Yeah, Australia.
Yeah, I want to go to
We
Australia.
haven't been there. I know you and I are going in January for RTX Australia.
Yeah.
But I know we'd all like to go at some point. That's for sure.
I'd like to go to PAX Hawaii.
Oh.
They don't have that. That's not a thing.
Cancun.
That's not a thing.
No, I mean for like conventions or something, like actual events, or just places to travel.
I've never been to Japan. I really want to go to Japan.
Yeah, same.
That would be awesome. That would really be cool. I've been to Japan, but
We're huge in Japan.
no,
Are we?
They love us.
I don't think so.
All right, does anyone
North
else have a
Korea.
question?
I don't know.
North, yeah, we'd like to open up talks to try and get into North Korea.
We're actually opening up a satellite Funhaus Pyongyang branch.
All right, Lawrence, next question.
They cosplay
Need
as
a
hungry
question.
people.
Somebody come up with one. Quickly. Oh, okay, we got it. Awesome.
Over there. All right, so it seems like since all of you are here, you have more of a presence than the people from Rooster Teeth. So
have you guys thought of like doing your own booth apart from Rooster Teeth, or would it just all stay the same?
Doing a what apart from Rooster
Our own booth.
Like a Funhouse booth.
Oh, we did that at RTX. So
Yeah.
we were at the Rooster Teeth convention, and we had our own little Funhouse booth, but we didn't do anything there. We just stood there. We stared at people.
Well, no, we pitched this idea to like Gus really early on. We're like, what if we create like a workspace? So like we could, because the whole team's going to be there. We don't want to slow down production. So like you can come hang out with us. We'll be editing. Like it'll be like an all day thing.
It'll be like a work zoo.
And they were like, yeah, that makes sense, but we need to like sell sponsorship for it. And they did have one, but the sponsor dropped out at the last minute. So then they kind of just became like a booth.
We just
Four
stood
walls
there.
with a chair in the center, just spinning.
Yeah, we
The Energizer power station.
Well, so and then they asked us like, do you want a charging station? Or like, yeah, that's a good idea. Like, give them a reason. And the first day it wasn't plugged in.
Yeah, it didn't
so
work.
people were like plugging their phones.
And
in.
it
What
did,
the-
well,
Didn't charge.
Before we settled on power station, Joel was like, what about a bar?
Oh, yeah.
And they were like, oh, yeah, we can do a bar. Yeah, that's no problem. You guys can have a bar at your booth.
To be fair-
It'll cost $80,000.
To be fair, the bar was Lawrence's idea. I was just fully in support of it.
Oh, okay.
I
Sorry.
see.
Was it my idea?
It was.
I don't know.
I recall my eyes lighting up when I heard it.
Oh.
But no. My plan was to have our PAs constantly be booze badgers.
Talk louder.
Oh, I can hear it. Why can't anybody else?
Also, you have a microphone on your face. You have a microphone on your face.
I'll get you in just a second.
How do you balance professional journalism with dick and fart jokes?
Lawrence, you should answer.
It's pretty easy. You just do both at the same time. So, ideally, both people get what they want. No, like,
Where's it going?
there is.
He's as far away from that guy's.
Anyway, that's my show. There's someone trying to follow you in the camera.
Stop moving. The cameras need to get a shot of you, Lawrence.
Ideally, you balance the two. You do the dicks and farts first because that's what keeps people in, and then you give them something to chew on. And yes, I use that verb on purpose. So, there's an art to it, but we get better at it. So join me back here because we're very close to the camera.
Do you guys have any advice for a beginning gaming YouTuber?
Oh, yeah, actually, we've been asked that question a number of times. I think the first rule, at least on YouTube, is to be passionate about what you're doing. So play a game that you like, that you can talk about, and that you want to record yourself playing. Because if you're playing something that you think is popular, or if if there's something that you're like, oh, well, this will really get me views or whatever, don't do that. Do something that you want to do first, and then kind of evolve your content from there. That's usually my first.
Yeah, because people can tell when you're being fake. So if you're passionate about something, you're doing it, they're gonna tell that they're gonna pick up that you like it. Whether they like that content too is a different thing, but you'll eventually gather and collect people that are like-minded with you because they're out there. Even if you feel like you're alone, there's other people that are into the same stuff as you.
Yeah, if you're into like weird, freaky stuff like Lawrence, there are 7 billion people on this planet, and that number's getting bigger. You'll find enough people who like what you like.
Right. Always.
Thank you for your question. Does anybody else have one? Oh. I like
What do you mean that booth is
I get to
giving out?
prowl.
Freaking out.
What's up?
When does the podcast end tonight?
When does the podcast end?
When does this podcast end?
No.
Yeah, I'm asking the same question.
Oh, what time does the YouTube live show end tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, when does it end?
I don't know.
Never.
Yeah.
It goes on forever.
That
goes from like 9 p.m. till 5 a.m.
It's been like a funny line of questioning. So we're doing a live show tonight. It's like our first sold show that we did. Like, you have to buy tickets, all that fun stuff. And people ask us weird questions like, "Will there be dinner?"
Yes, there will be dinner.
Well, we're gonna serve you.
Steak or fish.
And then when can I leave?
Yeah.
It's like, you don't have to go. I was like, I'm sorry. What? How many Yelp review scores do you have?
No, I don't know. 10:30.
Maybe next time we should have an FAQ for the podcast.
Blaine has a question.
Oh, but Blaine's got a question.
Why are you over there? Man, you know how this works. Sorry, you got preempted. I hope you feel bad.
Don't worry, we're coming back to you.
I had to walk away from that nice man.
What are some features you want to see in the Shenmue sequel? What gameplay?
Features we want to see: a delete save file option. I'd like to have a way to skip cutscenes, and I'd like there to be an option for it to turn into a different game entirely. That'd be a good feature.
What game?
Shenmue.
Oh yeah.
But can they do that in the middle of the game? So like they're like, I'm playing a little bit.
I mean, if you got to the middle of Shenmue, there's already something wrong. So you basically get to the main menu, and then on the top it goes, would you like to turn this into Super Mario 64?
Go, yeah.
And you hit yes. If you hit no, it'll go, are you sure? And you hit yes. Yeah. Are you absolutely sure? You really sure? And then it goes uninstalling.
Oh.
It's not even installed. All right, what is your question?
This is actually kind of towards Spool, more like. A recent episode of Demo Disc, James and Bruce were laughing quite hysterically about the Scrabbles on Last.fm. And you seem to take your phone up above your monitor from your editing or whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you edit or you videoed or just took a picture.
That was for me, just because they laughed for like 5 or 10 minutes straight at Scrabbles, and so they were just laughing. I wanted to record that because they were not stopping. So that's what I was doing back there.
We were in a weird mindset. We just came back from RTX.
We were hysterical.
We had just been on like an 8-hour flight delay, so we're all a little weird in the head.
Yeah.
So like it was at that point, like, have you ever stayed up for a very long time and just everything is funny? That was us, and just freaking Scrabbles.
Yeah, in our defense, that word is fucking dumb. So that's why we laughed.
Can you share that, like, edit it into a random video? Their laughs?
It's going to be part of our laugh track now, because you know how all of our videos have a laugh track to tell you when to laugh?
Yeah.
That's going to be the laugh track for our videos now.
We like when it's us laughing at our own jokes.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
That girl's laughing again.
Yeah.
All right. Almost. Fuck, over.
Lawrence is like, hold on, I'm going to check out the gigantic booth, see if they have any questions for you guys.
I don't know how many of you are involved in it, but probably just Adam and Bruce. Have you ever buried the hatchet with Tim and Eric from Tim and Eric's Awesome Show over the parody?
Ooh. Well, so I don't know if after that. So I'll explain the story. We produced a short about the Xbox when it first came out, the Xbox One. It was very Tim and Eric because we all love Tim and Eric, and Tim tweeted it out and was like, these guys are ripping off our style. And then he tweeted out our video, which is great because we got a bunch of views from it. Everybody watched it. And then he did it again, right? He made fun of us again.
He said something to the effect, or who are these copycats? I want names, or something like that. And then people ended up tagging you two in it, and they were like, these guys. And he's like, they're on my shit list now.
But then he tweeted the video again. He tweeted it twice.
Yeah.
And the weird thing is, I think I was going to write an email. I had an email drafted to him, like being like, "Hey, I hope you're not upset," blah blah blah. But I never sent it. So I think we're still feuding. I think he still doesn't like us. To be honest with you.
You hear that, Tim and Eric? We're calling you out, man. Get down here to PAX.
Why do you have that weird accent?
It's my wrestler call out accent.
Ah, yeah. So
brother.
Well, I mean, collectively, I don't know about Joel, but like, I know, like a friendship moment for James and I was when it's like, you like Tim and Eric? I like Tim and Eric, and we, we love each other.
What?
What?
What was that last thing that you did? Before the love each other.
We'll forget about it. We'll go back to it later. Tim and Eric are really good at this thing at staying in character forever. And like, there's a couple articles you read about it where like Tim talks about it. He's like, yeah, it's sort of doing myself a disservice by calling all of my characters Tim because you can't tell a difference between them. We're not really good at that. We're just kind of ourselves. And like, we don't do the Andy Kaufman thing. So like, while I respect those guys, I don't think I could ever be in a room with them because they would be in that mode all that time. And I would be uncomfortable and be like, please just be normal. Please just talk to me.
It's really intimidating because like we'd be there and then I'd want to like ask Tim a question and then Tim Schafer would show up and I'd be like,
he'd clam up again.
I'd piss myself. And
Eric Asada, who I know you also love, would show up.
You mean Eric Estrada?
Did you say Eric Asada, like Carne Asada? His name is not Eric Carne Asada.
Next question.
God, we need another question, please, somebody. All right.
Please.
What are the names of all the dogs you have, and who owns them?
Oh, that's a good question.
The dogs belong to the world. No, so I have a dog. His name is Benson. He's the large golden furry one with the fucked up nose.
Oh.
And then Bruce has a dog, Roxy.
Roxy is her name.
She's the tube-like one.
She's a corgi German Shepherd.
Yeah,
She's a little
looks
girl.
like if you had a German Shepherd in Photoshop, but then you just pulled down the top bar. And then Joel has Billy.
And I have Billy, and Billy's a mutt that is we don't even really know what she is, but she's very fluffy, and
she has human eyes.
She has eyes of a soulful human.
Yeah, and our new office allows us to bring in dogs. So when it's
I
convenient.
think actually technically it doesn't. I think
No, it does.
technically
It's good. We're all good.
Our business.
You probably shouldn't say that on the stream.
We're all good.
Because somebody might be watching.
The building manager specifically, we don't get dogs, but we're doing dogs, baby.
My favorite part is when the dogs fight for like 3/4 of the day, and you guys are like playing like recess, like teachers trying to break them
Well,
up.
my dog's 9 months old, and she will not stop. She won't stop fighting. And I'm always like, Roxy! She just won't stop. So I always have to physically pull her away.
Roxy is also incredibly nervous. I can't imagine why living with Bruce would make a dog nervous. So whenever I try to approach her just to pet her, she runs away from me.
She doesn't like Joel.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say she doesn't like Joel.
What were you going to say?
Nothing.
The word starts with a J? Yeah.
Yeah, Joel.
German Shepherds.
Journalist.
Oh, somebody please ask a question.
Oh, there's a pink
Anybody?
shirt over there.
Anybody?
The first one I've seen.
Aha! Nice peak shirt. I like that.
Joel, I've noticed you've been doing more art and drawing recently. Has that always been a hobby of yours, or is that kind of new you've been getting into, or?
Yes, I would consider myself a modern day Picasso. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I've always been drawing. I got bored in class when I was a kid, and so I just started drawing and then taking art classes for fun. And then when I went to college, one of my majors was art, and I didn't do anything with it. So I just draw on the side. A lot of nights I'll go home and I'll just draw my sketchbook, or during meetings. I wish I kind of were drawing right now. This is a boring podcast. It would be livened up by me drawing a little bit, I think. And I do stream sometimes with my friends drawing. I could talk a little bit more about drawing. I also did sculpture in college, focusing on the human body. It's pretty sexy. Mainly wireframe sculptures, but sometimes some clay.
No, we can hang on this for a while.
We can do this for a little bit longer?
Yeah, keep going. This is good stuff.
In terms of if you're looking for advice to how to start drawing, I would recommend a book called Anatomy for the Artist by Jano Barkse. He's a Hungarian artist. It's really good about breaking down the body into its component parts and learning about the joints and the skeletons and the musculature. Highly recommended.
What day is it?
Did you have a dream?
Oh, wow.
Is PAX over?
Oh, hey.
What?
Anybody else have a question? Hey, all right. Got to. I saw you first. So.
Thank you for your question.
That was a good bit, Joel. Did you see that? We pretended to fall asleep.
And
while
I
you talked about
pretended
art.
to actually enjoy art.
Yes, pretended.
That's Patrick. I know your name.
So, James, I've been doing leg days, like you said, to get cool.
Yeah, you've been doing leg day?
But the thing is, now I'm too cool. So, how do I get uncool? Well, what do you
Wait,
suggest?
hold on.
I think he's saying he can squat more than you.
Well, how much you squat?
250?
250?
250 squat.
You went, I don't know about, what do you squat, 250? Yeah, well, you got some room to grow, buddy. All right?
How should I get? If you drink your milk, one day you'll end up where James is.
Until you can put 4 plates on there, man. Cool isn't the name. I can't do 4 plates. I can't.
All right, and there's another one.
Keep squatting.
You.
Hashtag.
Yeah, always. Never stop squatting.
Okay, just to liven things up, if you could have a milkshake party right now with all the fans, would you do it?
Wait, a what?
If we had a birthday party.
No, milkshake party.
Oh, milkshake party.
Yes.
What kind of milkshakes would we each have?
Any flavor in the world.
This sounds like a
I think this is a trap. That a milkshake party is slang for something that I don't know what it is.
What's a milkshake party?
Does anybody know what a milkshake party is?
No, it's just for fun, but...
Did somebody look that up on their phone?
Well, someone Urban Dictionary milkshake party.
Milkshake party. Hold on.
We'll get to the bottom of this.
That's what a milkshake party is.
In the meantime, I would probably put banana, vanilla ice cream, chocolate sauce.
Some whey protein.
Some whey protein, probably chocolate whey protein. And then some ground up glass. A little bit of glass in it, so.
All right, so I found how to throw a milkshake party.
Oh.
When in doubt, buy the bucket. Number 2, milk is key.
Who knew?
Okay.
Number 3, mini blenders make light work.
Are these, I don't know if these are like puns. They're not puns or whatever. They're just.
No, this is a real milkshake party.
Oh, okay.
We're going to have a milkshake party later.
Anyway, chocolate or something.
There was like a how-to channel on YouTube that was big for a while, and one of them was like, how to clean spoons. That's what that list sounded like.
No, I don't know. Apparently, it's not dirty. So
Okay.
All right.
I'd also make a waffle, and then I'd put the waffle in, and I'd grind that up.
oh yeah, that
too.
sounds good.
All right.
That sounds
Why
really
not,
good.
right?
I'll do it.
My party.
Lawrence.
All right. Next question. Ooh, behind the table.
Before I ask my question, I just wanted to say I asked chat on the laptop here, and they had terrible, terrible questions. So I'm just going to ask my own.
He asked chat for questions.
Okay.
I was asking the chat of the
Oh,
three,
I got
and
it.
they all
Okay,
just
gotcha.
spammed and ignored me, so you guys missed out. Sorry. When's the first official meeting of the Cult of Peak?
It's been taking place for some time now.
Yeah, you've
That's
been
the thing
missing
of-
it.
The Cult of Peak has been around for centuries.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just because you guys are now aware of it,
Yeah.
now you're starting to see it pierce the surface.
It's so mainstream now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm kind of over it, honestly.
Yeah, no, it's not really cool anymore. It used
Yeah.
to be cool, but it's not. So.
So
I mean,
yeah.
I guess you could get the T-shirt if you want.
Well, I don't know. I don't think you should wear that shirt though. I don't
There
think
it
so.
is. Wait, oh, that's what the shirt is. I thought it was just forward slash backslash.
Oh.
Not backward slash.
But be careful where you wear that shirt because if you wear that Peak shirt around, like.
There's rival cults that'll.
Yeah.
You may have heard of Scientology does not like the Cult of Peak at all. At all.
Next question. Somebody please. Oh,
what are you doing?
Guys.
Yes. You're gross.
God.
I might be clueless to this, but are any of you in your new movie?
Are any what?
Are any of you guys in your movie?
Are any of us in our movie?
The Rooster Teeth movie? I just saw like a trailer for it.
So funny enough, where's Blaine?
Blaine, he's over there.
Where's Blaine?
Over there.
Blaine.
Hey, Blaine.
Blaine, we need you to explain.
Explain to the man why we're not in the movie.
What's up?
Why are we not in Laser Team?
what happened?
Let's look at the deleted scenes, and when the DVD comes out,
We might be on the deleted scene.
Well, no, hold on.
The real reason we're not in the movie is because of Lawrence.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Blaine came down to film like a pickup
We
shot.
did multiple takes. Multiple takes.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Blaine came to our office and got like a shot where we were. It was just us reacting. We were just supposed to be normal people reacting to a thing. We can't say what. And then, for whatever reason, Lawrence decided to improv.
So
it was
Blaine's direction was basically like
so salty.
Aliens are coming down, or you're reacting. You're seeing something.
Yeah.
And you need it. It's on the news in front of you. It's interrupting what you're doing, and you gotta.
To be clear, this is going to be a 2-second
2 seconds.
shot.
And then so we start doing it. It's like, all right, go ahead. And then Lawrence is like typing on the computer. What's this? Oh no, I simply not. Oh good, they're leaving. Like he basically just like changed the plot of the whole movie.
Lawrence is not amused.
Nice.
This is one of those instances where I know it didn't happen that way, but I'm not allowed to say anything.
It's not in the movie, so you can't prove us wrong.
That's also true. It was actually Joel's fault.
Yeah. Well, I remember. Well, we went and saw a screening of Laser Team, and that I knew where the moment was coming, and I was sort of like, and then it got cut, and I was like, oh, thank God,
didn't show up.
So no, we are not in Laser Team.
But
Thank you, Lawrence.
Who knows? There's still time to do a Marvel-esque cameo.
At the very end of the movie?
Yeah, not us. I'm saying like a Marvel character.
Oh.
Stan Lee?
Like Stan Lee, yeah.
Falcon. Who else has a question? Anybody, please? Oh, good. We got a treasure trove back here. I was starting to freak out a little bit.
So, if you had to choose one booth at PAX to represent you, what would it be?
Choose what? What did he say?
If you had to choose one booth at PAX to represent you, what would it be?
One booth at PAX to represent
Booth at PAX.
I haven't really gotten to explore it nearly enough.
I'd say for James's booth would be Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah.
He loves Cards Against Humanity. If you ever see James out in real life, make sure you bring him the game Cards Against Humanity because he collects them at home. He has 5 or 6 at home, but he needs more. So make sure you bring him Cards Against Humanity to James next time you see him.
For Joel, it would probably be whatever booth has butt-sniffing pugs.
Yeah, that's true. What would
nothing
be
funny
your
about
guy?
that. Oculus. Adam's Oculus because he's the future.
Who? Adam?
Adam's so technology forward.
Oh, okay.
I know we're supposed to get jokes out of this, but I'm just like, I haven't seen anything.
I don't think we're supposed to get jokes out of it. I think this is real.
I keep seeing the booth of the guy who will make you like a gaming table. But he's like, it's like a 4-year waiting list.
Yeah.
But he's here every year.
I gotta say, those tables are fucking great. I want one of those tables so hard.
Get on the list.
Yeah, I don't have, what is it, like $75,000
You'll also
Get
be
on
dead.
the list.
You'll be dead by the time it arrives.
Is there a 420 booth here for Spool?
420. Oh,
I don't think there is.
Alienware.
Seattle.
Oh, Mega 64. That's the closest to a 420 booth.
Yeah.
So
Smite.
It's good.
Smite booth.
Smite booth for James.
Smite.
Next question.
All right, there was another hand back here. Oh, good lord. Okay. Oh, how's that going to work? Yeah, if you could come over here, that'd be awesome. Right, like as
Lawrence, no one can see you there.
close to the cameras.
Oh,
clean up
God.
here. All right, get up in here. Come on.
So, Adam, we've
There
been
you
waiting
go.
10 years for another Critical Flaw episode. When are you going to get on that?
Lawrence, can you repeat the question? Because we couldn't hear it.
When are you going to do Critical Flaw again?
What? I mean,
Never.
I have a question for you. What to you is critical flaw?
This is the question that Adam's going to ask. Where rest assured, in 8 hours he'll be in bed like, oh fuck, was I mean to that guy?
I
was
really
too mean to
insulted that guy.
Why did I react that way?
It was the #1 YouTube show ever.
Absolutely not. It was not. No, I mean, I always saw that as like, is a skit show we did when we worked at Machinima. We're doing skits now. Like, that's what I've always wanted to do, is just make skits, make dumb live action stuff like in the realm of gaming somehow. So, why aren't you watching our new skits? We take our clothes off a lot.
He is.
Oh God.
Oh.
Why are you
I watch
assuming
them all.
that he doesn't watch?
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just saying we kind of are. I don't know. Anyway, back to bed.
Next
Thank you for your question. And anybody else have a question? Ooh. You're closer. I'll get to you next time. Oh, you're standing. Nice.
When you go on a road trip, who does what? Like, task-oriented. Like
when we go on a road
we all have different responsibilities when we're on road
I work
trips.
the pedals.
I work the
generally.
steering wheel.
Bruce is the steering wheel.
I'm the tires.
And he's the tires.
I'm the window wipers.
I don't know. Who wants to drive?
I hate driving.
Does anybody want to drive?
I'll drive.
At peak.
Joel drive, 'cause he likes driving.
Yeah, I drive us to lunch every day.
I guess I would be the navigator, but I'm not the best navigator in the world.
Left.
Yeah, so I don't know. I guess I'd do that.
I think it means like when we're out shooting at stuff like PAX, like who does what when we're at events.
Basically, all of us sit up on these couches and then answer questions.
Yeah, that's what we do. We came to PAX just for this.
Yeah.
So then after this, we're flying out.
Yeah.
So.
No, we do like signings at our.
No, we don't. We don't do any of that stuff.
We edit videos.
Nope, we don't do that either.
We go to parties.
Nope.
Some of us.
No.
Sometimes we go to Target.
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 Oh, we go to Target. Yeah.
Target? Yeah. About a
We don't
Rubik's
go to
Cube.
parties though. Yeah, we flew in about an hour ago, and then we'll see you back in Los Angeles about 3 hours. So.
No one's laughing.
You got. I know. Well, I'm yelling at
I
just
laugh.
this kid. What did you say? The podcast is over?
No. He's asking about if we're leaving after this, who's going to do the podcast?
You are.
We're flying back to LA, and then
Yeah.
we're getting back on a plane to come back here to do the podcast.
We do the podcast and fly back.
The
But you're going to be on it.
Will really help out. The change.
Next question, please.
Next question. This man
so-
has awesome armor. Listen to this.
Uh-oh.
No, can't hear it.
Talking to your mic.
Oh, his mic?
No.
Okay, so real quick, I'm sure you've been blown by like everybody, but I just want to say you guys do some baller shit. Anyway, that aside, Bruce, you've mentioned 40K a couple times, and I've always wondered what army you play in Warhammer.
Oh, I never played it. Oh, no. That's for nerds.
Fucking nerds.
No, I used to watch my friends play, which is even nerdier, by the way.
It is.
And they were like, what was it Chaos?
Yes.
Yeah, one of my friends was Chaos. He's really good at it.
Okay.
Another of my friends was like, it's not humans. It was like Imperials or some shit.
Imperial Guard?
That's what it was. Yeah. He was really bad. He would always
making
lose.
all this up and no one will know.
Well, I mean, I won't know either.
I know. I know the game.
I used to watch my friends. They would paint the miniatures.
You
which
watched them paint?
I did, and I used to try to help, but I'm really bad at it. Again, I was the nerd.
I was gonna say.
I was the nerd in that
were you
situation.
staring at it and you were like, "That was dry."
Yeah, no, I never really played. I wasn't good at it, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've always wondered, so. Yeah,
No,
now I know.
thank you for the question.
I'm glad we can solve mysteries. Today, providing a service. Please somebody raise their hand. Good. I like that.
How often is someone from the Rooster Teeth office in your office, and how often are someone from your office in their office? And what do you do? Do they put you in a corner, or do you put them in a corner?
It turns out there's always somebody from Rooster Teeth in our office because we're part of Rooster Teeth.
Boo!
Boo!
I think he means the Austin.
Yeah.
Thanks, fool.
No, Bernie will randomly show up in our office and be like, "Hey guys," and we're like, there was one time we periscoped with. We knew Bernie was coming in, but we only knew like 10 minutes before he was coming in, and we knew he was periscoping on his way into our office. So what we did was we took off all our clothes, sat at our computer desks, and worked because we knew Bernie would come in, and so
While
we did.
periscoping.
And the rest is history. Now we're famous.
I mean, we only recently moved into an office large enough to support if other people wanted to come out. So since then, not that often, but we're going to go to Austin in a couple weeks and hang out there for a couple days.
Unfortunately, we're sitting next to Achievement Hunter.
Yeah.
So we're not crazy about that. Yeah. I don't like them.
Blaine and I are going to lift together. We're going to lift?
Lift and live together?
Spot me, bro.
Do you get guest passes for your gym? All right.
That's only for James, though. It's not for you.
I said passes.
Is it at 24 hours? Yeah.
James does need 2 or 3 passes a day.
I just put Joel in my backpack and then I walk onto the treadmill.
Lawrence,
All right, guys.
Like Yoda.
This is the last question. I got Cameron here, and he's going to ask a really good question.
Okay.
Oh,
And if
man.
he doesn't, he's going to ruin the podcast for everybody.
No pressure.
You ready? and if he asks a bad one, I need to prep ready. Do this. Give him a little bit of that. All right, here we go.
About a
Cameron,
milkshake party.
best question ever.
James, can you do the booby thing? Where you,
The what thing?
where you pop your
You
boobs?
do the booby
Oh.
thing.
Pop your boob.
Oh!
Wait, hold on. Zoom in. Here, zoom into him. Can we zoom?
Wait for it.
Can we zoom into this or no?
No, the answer is no.
It's a locked off shot.
you go.
Oh, I think it's that camera there.
That's gorgeous.
It is. It's that one.
There you go.
That's on the internet forever.
Boy, Mega 64 has never been so embarrassed.
64.
Wow.
Looks like there's a marionette like making him dance.
Is that it?
That was an awesome last
You
question.
did it, Cameron. That was good. Everybody give him a round of applause, please. Because
That's for him.
The podcast very
Not
well.
for us. No.
Not for us.
Good job, Lawrence.
Yeah, nice
Thank
job.
No room.
Nice job.
And
Nice
thank
job
all
out
of
there,
you
Don Who.
for attending this recording of the FAQ podcast. Oh, my phone. You guys didn't do that thing.
I know it didn't work. Sorry.
Aw.
Put your phone down.
Oh boy, that's bad.
That's why we didn't do it.
Oh, first call.
We don't say names, but you'll allow you to introduce
So
yourself.
we can say Charlie. Hello, Charlie. Are you there?
Holy shit, man.
Yeah,
Charlie!
What's going on, Charlie?
Bro, guys, I'm literally talking to my mates on Xbox. I said to them, I hope I get in, and I've got in.
You got in, yeah, no problem.
Well, I have a question for you. What game are you playing on Xbox?
Advanced Warfare.
Okay, well, turn it off.
That's perfect.
Topical.
Yeah,
Abandon your friends.
Oh, we're doing Call of Duty questions?
we are. Black Ops.
Okay,
I'm just sitting in a lobby at this minute because